when we see Han Solo in that movie, he's not flying the Millennium Falcon. He's flying a completely different fucking ship. If he was incapable of flying, that would not be possible. Okay? So your theory is bullcrap. And that's all I have to say about that.
Hi, guys.
Greetings, everyone. And welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Stewie one.
InSaNiTy begins before we even go live.
Just asked, SNI tonight? I said, nope. This is not SNI. You're seeing an illusion. This is just wishful thinking on your part. An illusion. It's magic.
It's magic.
So, yeah, the guys just wouldn't stop talking about Star Wars, so I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to wait for him. I'm just going to go live.
I was just mentioning that there's a certain YouTuber who's full of fucking shit.
Oh, only one?
Just the one that I sometimes watch because he occasionally makes somewhat interesting content, and it's somewhat thought-provoking.
Well, like, Cinema Sins is very much on point all the time with everything.
Cinema Sins is thought-provoking for an entirely different reason.
Thought-provoking, the thought being, why do people watch you?
Why are you the way you are?
Why are you the way that you are? Yes. Greetings, little retro boy, Big Leo 72, and of course the Stewie one. And special hello to Angel Tarragon, who is joining us once again this week.
And Skinslip is pooping.
Of course. It's SNI time! Woo! Yes, using, again, Streamline. Oh, look at that. Already sending the robots flying.
Robots?
Robots, because they're bits, and they're robot bits.
Robot bits.
Robot bits. Robots.
Robots.
They're not communist, okay?
And Great Red Shark, hello. JL, hello. And everyone else, hello. I'm contemplating pizza.
I consolidated my pickups, and I consolidated down to 19.
I don't even know. I actually put a bunch of mine away because I did the update video.
20, sorry.
So I might go and get them again so I can tell you about them again for the first time again.
There you go.
I have no updates. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
I think we switched roles.
Hell?
I got like 21 pickups, and
I think I have like 8. No movies. I didn't get any movies this week.
I got 4 or 5. Well, 4.
I went to the movie.
In a TV
you
show.
Went to a movie. Nice.
Yeah. I got a bunch of plastic spoons.
Wow.
Thanks,
I'm taking
you
Cass.
Win. You have the best pickups this week for eating pudding.
Hey, trash bins or it didn't happen.
That's it. And congratulations, JL, on getting an A on your quiz. I know you were stressing about that a little bit. And thank you for another 100 bits. By the way, we added something new to this. It's a sound alerts box. It's basically a soundboard that you guys control. So it costs bits to use a sound, but you can activate a sound anytime you want in the chat, especially if you want to annoy us or troll us in some way.
Or get his attention.
Or get his attention. Yeah, there's if you need to get my attention for something I'm zoning out, as I often do, the hey, listen one is only 25 bits. That's the cheapest one, the cheapest that we can set it. So, yeah. And I forget there's a cooldown period, so you can't just like spam. There's like one that's an air horn. You can't just like spam the air horn. There is a waiting period between each thing you can do. So,
thank God.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly how it works. We were playing around with it yesterday, getting it all kind of set up, and then yeah. So what Stoud is suggesting is to have it on whenever I'm playing a scary game live. And he's just like,
wait for the right moment.
It's like it's all tense and spooky, and I'm like, oh, just sneaking around, and then air horn. There's also one that's 26 seconds of bagpipes, so that would be another.
We need to be very quiet, very sneaky. Yeah.
Stealth mode activate. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh man.
So I imagine that's going to be a lot of fun, especially with all the scary games that I'll be playing soon in preparation for the Halloween shenanigans. In other news, I got my Elgato HD60 all hooked up today, which means, what that means for you fine folks, is now I can stream PS3 and PS4 games in and record them in 1080p 60 frames per second. So, yeah, so basically I can stream anything from either of the consoles now. So, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of tricks that you need to do to get the PS4 working.
I got it working. It's working. It's fine.
It's working pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to say the Elgato is 1080p only. The Pro tends to want to default to 4K. Even if you're not on a 4K TV.
Oh, this one is not the 4K one. It's the 1080 one.
No, I know. I'm talking about the PS4 Pro itself.
I see.
The menu to 4K.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Tends to fuck with the Elgato.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the heads up. I will go in and make sure the settings are locked to 1080.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that because, of course, I've been playing it just, straight to the TV, so it doesn't matter. It just downscales to whatever I'm looking at.
Right. But, and, for some reason.
Hey, thanks, Big Leo and Little Retro Boy. How do you find sound buttons? I asked Stout. He knows how it works.
I could not find anywhere or find any other case where this was happening, but for me, if I plug my PS4 Pro directly into my Elgato,
put it up at the top. There we go.
It sees 4K as a video output option.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's
there is a 4K version of the Elgato now.
Oh, yeah, that might just be, a recent firmware update or something like that. Kind of added the generalized features.
I'll tell you the one thing that threw me off, though. I must have been half an hour trying to figure out why the stream feeding through the Elgato looked so dark. I was like, why is it so dark and washed out? And I went in and I was fiddling with the brightness and contrast settings, and it still just looked like ass. I'm like, it's not going to be one of these stupid things where it, captures really dark, and I'm going to have to adjust it in editing. What a pain in the ass. And then, you know what it was?
What?
The controller was in sleep mode. So, when it's in sleep mode, it dims the screen. So, I pressed a button on the controller, and everything looked bright and beautiful and normal again. I'm like, fuck! I just spent half an hour. I gotta make sure I didn't leave anything set that's gonna make it mess up a different way now.
That reminds me of the time that I actually bought new headphones because I thought mine were dying. Only to turn out that my old headphones were half plugged in.
There we go.
Hey, I'm back.
We're gonna move that down.
Sorry I'm late, guys. I had pooping to do.
Put it there. That's okay.
Pooping happened. It wasn't.
There you go. So Stout figured. So the soundboard is working.
Okay.
I don't know how you get to it. That's all on your guys' end. I just have it made sure.
The soundboard itself should be, if you have the overlays for Streamlabs and the stuff, everybody individually watching it.
Yeah.
If you have it set up, which I believe you can get to the setup for it in the settings and the cogwheel on the bottom right-hand side of the actual video itself. You gotta have it set up properly, then you should see the sound alert thing in the left-hand side of the stream.
But it's not on all the time, right? Like it's you click a button and then it brings up the buttons.
Yeah, there's a button at the very bottom middle of the screen that you press, and then when you press it, it'll open up the box very faintly in the
opaquely.
Yeah, on the left-hand side.
How many bits do they have?
Yeah. Sound is cool. Yes, JL. Sound is cool. And thank you for the 100 bits. But you guys are just clearing out the jar as soon as stuff goes in there. It's
good.
It's awesome. You guys rock. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Also, I found a spindle with most of my MP3 collection on it. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it anyway. So
And LimeWire.
So I was, yeah, and so I was listening to all my favorite depressing music today. It was wonderful. But yeah, yeah, I was looking for my fonts yesterday because I thought I had like an archive of fonts somewhere, and I did. So I was going through all these old system discs of like different utilities and things, and on one of them, it had like an old installer for LimeWire, like. That shows how old that disc was. So I'm like, oh, look, LimeWire. And then not 30 seconds later, I get this angry alert from Windows. Warning, threats detected. I didn't touch it. I just looked at it.
Yeah, and so did the Vast. That's like, hey, I see that motherfucker.
It's like, it just knew. It's like, no. You don't be touching that.
You didn't even take it off the disc. You're just looking at it on the disc, and it's like, no.
No. Windows just immediately like, warning, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Yeah,
that was just perfect.
So
timing.
my biggest problem with the new Twitch overlay or layout is that Better Twitch TV swapped the left and right columns so that my chat could be on my left side of my screen since I put the video on my offset screen so I can see the chat better. Now I can't do that because you can't fucking resubscribe every month because when I click the notification button to resubscribe, it appears off the fucking screen to the right.
Oh, so like way off in
because I swapped somewhere. It normally comes off right over the video, but since it's over on the right side, it's off my fucking. It's over there somewhere.
That's discriminating against lefties.
I know.
That'll probably be fixed when Better Twitch TV gets caught up to everything.
By the way,
because Twitch is slowly rolling out the new layout, which only like 20% of the people using Twitch right now.
Thanks, little retro
so
boy.
Most of us still don't have it yet. So if you're like, what new layout? You're not in the enforced fucking test.
Yeah,
it's a really annoying layout. It's not Google change. It's bad.
What was I going to say? All right, speaking of Better Twitch TV, I went into the settings in Streamlabs OBS.
Hey, listen.
Yes, I'm listening. So it was. I went into the settings to activate the other emoticons. The emoticons. So including the Better Twitch TV one, and there was some other one as well. I just activated both of them, so everything should be working and showing up in the on-screen chat now.
But sometimes the plugin still doesn't catch them. It's kind of random.
I know, but I mean, I figure it's more likely to catch them if it's on.
And it might be better now. I don't know. Maybe it's getting better at it.
I don't know. But
Streamline for the problem lies for that. So.
Yeah. So very similar layout to the old InSaNiTy layout here. Just a few minor tweaks. I basically made more room for the on-screen chat. I figured that should kind of take priority. More interaction from you guys. You don't need to see my name. You don't need to see my links. They're all in the description. You know who I am. You know who we all are. Yeah.
If not, you'll know soon enough.
So putting more kind of just functional stuff on there, like obviously the jar and the title of the show, which is just nice to have on there. So did a new Saturday Night InSaNiTy logo, which I think is aligned a little more properly versus the old fonts that I used.
Why is the Y still fucked up?
Is it still? Yeah, oh God, you.
I'm kidding. It's fine.
What is a Zaranizer rack? Yes.
But like I did the same thing on my channel. Because we were talking about like music streams, so I set up a page of mine to do music streams.
Okay.
So, it's a thing now. It doesn't even show my face. It's just I have like TV with like warp speed flying at you.
Okay, and you just play music.
Yeah, and then I put the title of the music, the track that's playing, top donators, the chat, and the cup. And that's all on there.
Cool. Is there like a plugin that will maybe like tie into VLC Player or something and say that like just automatically put up the name of the song, or do you have to?
I have no idea about VLC, but I know there's one for Foobar 2000, which is the audio program I use to play video audio because it's the most like iTunes without being actually iTunes. It's highly customizable. Okay. Like every fucking file format. And if it doesn't, someone's made a component that allows you to play every file format, including tracker files. Why? I don't know, but hey.
Yeah, actually, VLC plays tracker files. I don't know if that's new, but
VLC plays everything.
I was playing old Amiga mods and XMs today, and I was like, sweet, I haven't heard these in ages. I found like a CDR full of music modules. I'm like, oh, fantastic.
VLC can play almost anything. I've yet to find something it doesn't play, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty
It doesn't
good.
play the HC3 audio so easily. You have to do like some tweaks, but like other than that, it's like it's pretty fucking flawless, man. There'll be digital files. I mean, there'll be...
JL, is Zarenizarak an instrument? Strumdog says, I totally play a great Zarenizarak. Thanks.
You would. Yeah, you would blow on a flute. I mean, what?
Oh.
What? What?
What? Say what? Okay, so I got, yeah, so did a little bit of filming this week, slowly getting back into the groove. Did a couple of update videos. A bunch of package openings have been sitting there forever. So they're all edited, rendered, ready to go. Gonna wait until I have the next few parts of the collection overview done, though, because I know if I post anything at all, the first comment is going to be, when's the next part of the collection overview coming? I mean, this video's great and all, but collection overview? Like, you didn't even watch this video, did you? Just fuck you. Just fuck you.
Oh, there's a new Slenderman movie? There's a new Slenderman movie? What the fuck?
What?
There's
You
a new
didn't know
Slenderman...
that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm watching ads on Twitch to grind bits so I can annoy Sean
Oh, okay.
with sound effects.
With sound effect? Yes, please do. We gotta put that soundboard through the paces.
I'm using you as my... I've been wanting to do it too, and between... We were sitting on South Channel, and he set it up, and I was fucking spamming the shit out of him. So we figured out some settings.
Nice.
Now you're going to do it. You have a bigger audience, and now I get to see what happens, and I can do set up on mine with the settings that you set up.
Yes.
Keep you from being annoyed.
That's true. I think I have a 30-second cooldown right now, so you can't like spam it, but you can still be somewhat annoying.
But what if I do it and then Stoud does it and then Garbage does it and Angel does it?
Well, that I don't know. Like if you all get organized, that's a possibility. Hey,
and
listen!
Hey,
listen! Hey, listen! Hey, listen! Hey, listen!
No cup, but fuck it. The cup's right there, dude.
It's right there. They're falling into the cup.
Going into the cup.
See the cup?
Thank you.
See the cup right here?
That's awesome.
It's the cup. The cup is dancing.
New layout. It's not where it was.
The cup is on Skinslip's face.
No!
The cup is on my face. The cup is being the bouncing ball singing the Geeky Crew song. There we go. The cup is translucent, yes. Maybe you didn't see it in all of the outer spaceness there.
Also, it's not in the same place it was before, so I can see someone missing it.
It's a little bit different position there. I'm going to make sure this is on top.
But, like, after doing a lot of, like, actual research on the dynamics of the falling things, the bits and stuff, that cup is the best cup.
Just the plain
that
one?
Cup.
It seems to be.
The bigger ones get too full and you can't empty them.
Yeah.
The shallow ones never fill up.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect one.
Yeah.
Because you can fill it up and then huge bomb through it and just explode it.
Yeah. No, it seems to. That's the one I've used the most. It does seem to work the best. I know when we first started with that, we tried a few different ones.
I kind of like the martini glass, but it's only if you have a really active chat.
Yeah.
Who'd like to do lots of bits because it's going to empty out and fill up really quickly. It cycles really quick.
Well, because they explode out the sides. Like
I think when you get like 500 viewers and they're playing bits frequently, then you might go with like a shallower cup. But
yeah, that's
or the pachinko one. It's a weird like layout.
I saw actually. Speaking of the music ones, I was kind of skimming through to see what other people were doing with the music channels, and there was one it was just chill beats, and the visuals was like a very very lightly animated visual, like an anime girl laying back in a cockpit of a spaceship.
Oh yeah, that's pretty public. Yeah.
Just kind of lazily playing an RPG, and
the thing is that is a meme. Also, people change that image. Actually, the original image is like a Facebook knockoff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I see.
Anyway.
But yeah, it was nice. It was just a nice kind of chill picture with some chill tunes, and but that one had it had the pachinko one over on the side.
Yeah.
So.
It just depends on your audience, you know.
I forget what it was. I saw the pachinko one on one of them anyway.
I like the pachinko one, but like you said, unless you have like an active chat, it's not really. It's just gonna sit there doing nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
You want it to be raining bits into the pachinko machine.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm thinking pizza.
I like your memes.
Your fresh dank meat.
My memes.
Yes.
Do I have memes?
Your memes? Yes.
My memes.
That's what some people think it's supposed to be said.
Memes. Memes.
Just like GIF, you can go fuck yourself. This is how it's supposed to be said. There. We've all decided as a society that GIF and memes are how it's supposed to be said. That's it. You know, regardless of how the original intention.
I totally love GIFs and memes.
Because the memes or whatever is like, I don't know, some sort of research paper. Like,
I like the memes that are made with GIFs.
I don't even know why anyone thinks to say meme. That's just
Meme.
It's a Japanese word. It's like a sound.
Oh, meme.
Like that.
meme.
Or something like that. I can't remember.
Love me, meme.
Meme.
Well, the first time I ever read the word aloud, I think I pronounced it Mimi.
Meme.
I had no idea.
Probably closer to what it's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Meme.
That little retro with that, the bits. Bam.
Mimi.
Meme. Meme.
Anyway.
Meme.
Mimi, 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 Mimi.
One little geek flag in there.
You.
I like the lone gay flag in there. Beautiful.
Doing that just reminds me of that old G.I. Joe PSA.
That's what I was doing. That's what I was saying. Me.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just messing with you.
Awkward smile and part at the end.
Garga badge.
Oh yeah.
Garga badge. Garga badge.
Body
Hi,
massage.
Garga badge. How's it going, buddy?
Body massage.
Body
I don't know.
massage machine. Go.
I don't know why, but still my absolute favorite one of all of those is that like 5-second one where the kid falls off the cliff. He just goes, hey, come on, yeah, G.I. Joe.
Oh, Fensler Films, where are you today? They had their 15 minutes and they moved on. So what was going on? I'm confused. Oh,
Death by chocolate.
Yes.
Oh, there's more than one page. Holy shit.
We have a brand of that here.
Oh, I see. Hey, Listen's on the second page. I think Hey, Listen should be on the first page.
Hey, listen.
Swap Hey Kappa Kappa.
Hey, listen.
So, like, the rest of these are like, you know, these are great, actually. Leroy Jenkins.
Hey, Stout.
I gotta.
Hey, Stout. Death by chocolate.
Hey, you have a death by chocolate too.
I do. It's from Western Family.
Cool.
Made with.
I bet mine is the same fucking thing.
Made with real cream.
Cool.
Of
Well, they're not allowed to put ice cream on it unless it's actually ice cream. So
I bet you it's manufactured by the same company and they have it different up because someone else has a company name or whatever. Like
Prepared for overweighty food group.
well, they'll prepare for overweightness. Yes, yes.
That's actually the name of the parent company that owns Savory Foods. It's overweighty. I think they find it used to be just called overweighty, but then I think they kind of clued in after a while. Maybe this isn't the most positive name. Let's change it to Save On. That's much more positive. Even though
who makes yours, Stoudman?
Even though we have the shittiest sales and shittiest discounts
of
all the grocery stores in British Columbia.
You don't know who makes that chocolate?
Kroger.
Kroger. Okay.
Kroger is like associated with a lot of different brands.
Yeah.
Well, they aren't paid the same people. Just check. But that's cool.
Here in Arizona, Kroger's name's Fry's.
Save-On Foods is the other, is their U.S. branch.
In my neck of the woods, Kroger represents like you'll find Kroger stuff at Fred Meyer.
I don't have a Fred Meyer either. I probably do. I've just never been there. I've never been to a Fred Meyer or a Kroger.
I don't have a Fred Meyer. I just have a Myers.
I've never been there either. It's a completely different place, too.
Actually, my fries used to be at Fred Meyer's.
And although I know it's just a goddamn Carl's Jr., I would like to go to a Hardee's one day. I don't give a shit if it's the same thing. I want to say I had a fucking famous star from Carl's Jr., but at Hardee's, like a bastard.
Well, you better do it quick because they're slowly turning them all back into Carl's Jr.
Son of a bitch!
At least out here. You know,
they're two different companies, and then one bought the other. I don't know who owns who. And then for a long time, they were just their own names.
Because as it sits right now, they are Carl's Jr. / Hardee's.
Right. I just don't know who bought who. The choosing the Libertine was more popular. It's fine, but like I don't know who bought who. I thought it was like a smaller company they bought up that was Hardee's.
No, I think Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are the same company, just different name.
Yeah, but I thought they bought a chain and then they converted them to their own thing, but they kept the names.
No.
Okay. I've been lied to for 25 years.
Yeah, it's likely.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure there's
Been
Kroger's
lied
never
to.
been to them. Actually, I take it back. Hold on. Kroger's with gas stations?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I've been to one of those.
What, Kroger's is gas stations?
Yes.
With gas
With the
stations.
gas
With.
station, yeah.
It's not as. With. Same lot type
Oh.
thing.
I was just gonna say.
I went and bought a
We
chain
have
bar.
some really fucking huge ass gas stations here.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, do you ever been to a Costco gas station? Like 127 pumps.
Whoa.
What the fuck? And it's fucking, not only that, is there goddamn, it's 127 pumps into the goddamn line at every single one of them. Like, how?
Say it again.
It's fucking Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon. Don't you both work?
You inspired me, Stoudman. You
I'm
inspired me.
I'm very glad that you put the chat on the left side.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
chat now. That saves me so much.
I don't what? Who? What? What are you talking about?
Put the chat on the left side of the video so I can look at it there instead of having to crane my head way the fuck over here to see the chat.
Oh, so you're saying I should move it to the right? Okay.
I will
Here
stab
it goes. How's that? Is that better? What do you think of this? Is that a good placement for it? There? It's nice and easy to read.
No, it needs to be up more. A little up more.
Oh, right. Hold on.
Back and to the left.
There we go.
Back
How's
and to
that?
the left.
Is that better?
Back and to the left.
Back into
Back to the left. Okay, sorry.
That's much more readable.
Perfect. Excellent. That's perfect. Exactly what I'm saying right there. Just
Perfect.
accentuate
All right.
There we
A
go.
to the off kilter
I want-
Y.
You're good.
You know what it is?
Good.
The Y is
Good.
different. That's not any farther away. It's just that it's a narrower, like it's got a narrow middle piece.
Uh-huh.
So it's like tilted away from it, and the way it's tilted away, it just looks like it's bigger. It's actually
It's
like
it's
the same
touching
volume.
it. It's touching it.
I want to help people
Just touching it.
in the chat. So I'm going to share my screen and show them where they will see
the left side.
sound alert.
Oh, the thing. Yeah.
To the left side of the video, over to the chat in the video.
Hold on a second.
So,
You may not see it if you're on your phone. You may not see it in some countries.
yeah.
There we
I
go.
don't know how
Okay.
it works.
So what you should see if you have it activated is right down here is a
Tutorials.
tiny little button
Oh,
There you
I don't
go.
have it
right
there.
here.
I actually have it on the left
Tiny
side of the
little
video.
button,
No.
and you press the button
Down.
and make it visible and access
Look at the
grant.
left side of your video. It's hovering over
I
the
know.
I
It's
know.
Hold on. Let him do his tutorial.
what I'm saying is that once you hover over this, it shows you this purple box over here. You see,
Uh-huh.
and then when you hit this over here, which is very kind of, it's hard to see.
You
You
can
see
turn it
how
on.
it's like very hard to see, but if you mouse over it, it's there.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at
There.
that.
Hey, listen.
And you can turn it
Oh,
on or
there
off.
we
If you
go.
don't want to see
Hey.
it, turn it off.
Wow, you got a really long cooldown period. What the hell? Hey, listen. There you go.
I almost have enough bits to do something. Had to grind enough
Thanks,
more.
guys. Shit, I got to alt-tab.
That was like the.
There we
By
go.
the way, that was the worst freaking explanation ever. I apologize.
Well,
but
you're not a
It
teacher.
worked.
Okay. You're a writer, not a speaker.
Goal accomplished, I guess, because now
Wait,
people know where it
video?
is.
It's
I mean, I've watched your
over
videos.
the chat. Yeah, I can't reposition that. I can reposition the chat, but I can't reposition where the thing is. That's just where it's set.
Okay, I need to see the trailer for the Slender Man. I'm gonna have to do it on stream tomorrow, I guess. Someone needs to come to my stream and remind me to do the fucking trailer review because I'll probably have forgotten.
Awesome.
I saw the trailer for the new Dumbo movie.
Well,
The new what movie?
Dumbo.
oh God, that movie looks bad.
The kind of the live action version, because
What? They're doing
every
that
Disney
too?
movie now has to be a live action.
They're doing a live action.
They're literally doing live action adaptations of every single animated movie they've ever done.
I can't blame them because their
what's
first
next?
few have been so
The
successful.
Three
that it's like,
Caballeros,
okay.
you know, like
Yes, please. Actually,
Gonna
I
have
would love to see 3
CG
CGI animated
Donald.
fucking birds with hats and shit. That'd be great.
no, it'll be actual trained animals with like CG beak movements for the words.
Yes, it'd be great. Oh my God, I laughed so hard.
It'd
If
be
you
like
lose
those
this verse,
really
you were-
stupid ass Chihuahua movies.
Oh my god.
They make racial jokes without
Beverly Hills
actually talking
Chihuahua.
about
it was.
Actually, from what I heard, the next one is going to be the Aladdin movie. So that should.
Yeah, I posted no information. All we have is the poster.
race. I'm trying
All
to.
I'm saying is, you're not allowed to be surprised that they're doing this when Beauty and the Beast made $500 million fucking dollars
$500 million. Half a
in the United States
Really?
alone. In the United States alone.
$500
Wow.
Yep.
Man, you just gotta be like, okay, look, it's not for
Like,
me.
I get
No.
it.
It's
I'm
definitely
glad-
not for me.
I'm glad they're enjoying them.
I'll
That's-
stick
They
with the
They
animated
preyed
originals.
on nostalgia, and they only got to sucker you in once.
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's not for me, but
I
I'm glad
I mean-
someone's.
See, when they did the first couple, I thought it was just an interesting novelty how they did. You know, they did Maleficent, which was a different kind of twist on the Sleeping Beauty story.
Just do it! Make
Oh boy,
your
what movie
dreams
that was.
come true!
Thanks, JL.
Billion, 1.2 billion worldwide.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's why we
Um,
got remakes.
it was
And
500 million in the United States.
See,
but
then they did Cinderella, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, no, I could see a live action Cinderella. That'd be kind of
I
interesting.
missed that one, I guess.
But now it's like they're just doing all of them. They're just cranking them out, and I'm like, okay, novelty's worn off, guys. Let's have something different now.
Nope.
Oh, you want more of the same? More of the same? Okay, I'll give you more of the same.
Play that same song again. Same song again. Okay.
Look, I whatever, man. It's their world now. I'm just watching the shit on the side of the room.
That a truer statement was never spoken. It is totally Disney's world now.
Exactly.
We live in the magical world of Disney. It is our world.
And it is not a small world after all, by the way. It is not small at all. That was a lie.
It is a
False advertising.
It'll be really sad to know that there will be no streaming Star Wars until
Thank you.
2024
Oh my god, I just got the
because
most
Turner
weird-
Broadcasting has the rights to it and refused to let it go.
I just had a image in my head of some random guy riding the Small World ride at Disney World, and then just standing up in the middle and going, "Fake news!"
Fake news! Oh, god damn it.
Oh damn!
Wait a minute. The world isn't small.
Hey, I gotta check. I've been so busy I didn't check the news today. Oh god.
You'll take our live action remakes and like it.
Ooh! I'll talk about that later, but ooh!
Anybody see the Shazam trailer?
Yes. Now, see, that looks good. That looks fun.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the comics, but it looks great nonetheless. So I'm
It's
just like,
just like that.
just looks
Oh
like
my
fun.
god, you're bullet resistant.
it's also not so far removed from the. There have been silly versions of Shazam. So,
Yeah.
excuse me, Captain Marvel. Shazam is the name of the wizard. Just
Yeah.
in case you were curious.
Ah.
Yeah.
The power of Shazam that grants Billy Bastion the ability to become Captain Marvel.
Billy bastard.
The magical.
Oh, so you know, with that logic, they're gonna call him
Who's the
Shazam
Solomon?
the entire movie.
Okay, I won't go through the whole list.
Oh, hey.
course it
Yeah, Duncan. Thank you. Thank you very much. You found another one that uses the same engine. Okay. Well, cool. That is excellent. I will grab it right now.
But use the same engine.
I needed like image to text software for the book.
You're screen sharing that, you know.
Cool.
Okay.
Wait a minute, how? That shouldn't be coming through.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you know what? It took out. Fuck.
I can see it on the screen, bro.
Hold on.
But this is cool.
Oh, I see. I see what it did.
It's not like it's illegal or anything.
No, I know. Just hold. I'm just trying to find the damn download link. If I can just get the download link, I will close this, and then it will bring back the thingy.
Bring back the thingy.
This is all a bunch of other stuff.
Exactly.
How do I download this here?
Like official website. You gotta go to the official website. Right?
No, that's not the one. Hold on. Official website here?
Yeah. And then it takes you to the website.
Here we are.
It's pretty cool. I might actually download some fuck around with it.
Downloads. Yeah, it's image to text, right? So.
Yeah.
Or optical character recognition software.
Yes. And you're gonna have to do a lot of editing because it's gonna miss a bunch of words, but it's free. It's gonna do most of the work. So.
Actually, they're pretty accurate. I've used these before, and I made sure the scans were super legible.
Oh, good. Really high quality, at least 300 DPI, I assume.
Yeah, exactly, and just straight black and white. So.
Oh yeah, always.
Hey, that's not a fail. That's a win.
Wah, wah. You do gotta. I'll find you the clip for the dam that he wants. You should totally do it. I bet he'll spend a lot of money clicking that goddamn button.
Damn? What?
Yes, there's a specific quote from a restaurant. He goes, "Damn!" and really wants it on the soundboard, and I think we should tease him with this.
You should show him like
relieve him of his money. Sorry, JL, I love you, but I love you all too.
You should show him a video of the guy, like a series of clips of him saying "damn."
I will
fully understand.
Damn. I think I know the guy you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I've seen like some gifs of it.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
This is the gift.
On screen damn. I'll just put it in the. You can check it out later.
Hey, Patrick. And Cyber 6.
The inner machinations
And
of
your
Sean's
brother?
mind are an enigma.
Oh, Cass is here. Hey, how's it going?
Welcoming everybody else.
That's right.
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, brother.
What's up, Kaz?
Thanks,
That's
Duncan.
our norm.
Have 200 tea bags. Gladly. Boom. Awesome.
No, those are like the actual tea bags, right? Not the action of tea bagging.
Oh, nice.
I certainly hope not. 200
Hey,
of those would be kind of excessive.
I'd like to point out the gay pride flag still stands alone at the top there. Doesn't give a shit. No.
It is mighty.
It's too fabulous to be knocked out.
It's too fabulous. Fabulous.
Great.
That reminds me of that Star Trek game. Spock is fabulous.
Oh my god! I just now want to do a flashback of that video that they broke Star Trek.
That's the one. That's
Oh my god. All I remember is we were watching that on Beetle, right, way back in the day, and we're out of sync, and the laughter would not stop.
Oh, I know.
All out of sync, laughing at
all different parts, and yeah.
I almost threw up. I almost threw up that night. Oh my god! It's one of those. It's one of the few times I've laughed so hard I had to walk away because I could not breathe. Going to pass out.
For anyone who's never seen it, just at your leisure, go to YouTube and look up "We Broke Star Trek," and it's basically a couple of guys who are playing the game based on the 2009 movie, which was notoriously glitchy and broken, and they just went in and were like, they just went in, just deliberately trying to break it more. And some of the glitches they end up with were just so goddamn funny. Like, you have to watch it.
I have an idea.
Huh?
Because I inspired myself with Vito, and I'm going to throw this out there. I had not thought about this idea. It's just coming out of my head.
Well, look how many are actually going in.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow. Good job, Strum Dog. I'm sure that was not your intent.
In the spirit of Vito and Halloween coming up, I propose I find a shorter horror series that's kind of popular on YouTube, and we do a live viewing of it, like we did with Marble Hornets. I think that'd be really cool to bring back.
Oh, I would love to do that again.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be really neat.
It is a possibility.
If you don't want to stream it, I'll stream it.
Yeah, whatever.
I further propose that we watch crappy horror movies that are in the public domain.
Yes, we were looking.
Yes.
We were talking about doing that
Mike,
as well.
me, motherfucker.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that as well. See, jail approved. Holy moly!
I watched a Battle Truck last night on stream.
Battle Truck.
This camera I have right here is pointed at this screen. It looks like shit, but you can see the movies. You can sync it up yourself.
That is true. That is true.
I'm not gonna ever show it in like good quality, but I'll give you a crap webcam, and you can just go, "Oh, I know what part this is. Hold on." And you get close to it, and you do the whole pause play thing. So you think, "Bam."
See, the nice thing is that the public domain ones is we could actually show them. We just put them in the stream, and then people don't have to worry about syncing up. They just come in and start watching wherever we are.
I've heard Twitch still gets a little grumpy about them.
Really?
But they might mute your playback, and you have to go and like dispute it.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
So just saying, like that, it's one of those things. It's like in that one, I'd fight. I'd be like, yeah, this is actually a public domain movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Here's the link to it on Archive.
Here's the screenshot of the copyright status on archive.org and a link to the page.
Yeah. Furthermore, we archive.org one because we're not here to steal anyone's Blu-ray because we're not assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to have fun with our audience.
Yeah, because we could technically show, even though it has a Blu-ray release, that the Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, we can do the one if there's one on archive.org, we can use that one.
JL is enjoying playing the sounds, whether they're in context or not. All right, well, thank you.
Even then, we have to double check because I've heard rumor that even the Blu-ray rips have been on archive.org, which is not okay, by the way.
No,
they are on archive.org.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. There's a public domain high def one, and then there's also other ones you'll find.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
There's the Blu-ray rips that are on archive.org that are they're in high definition. Then there's the 4K master, which actually is public domain.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one you have to get.
Better quality
than
like the Blu-ray.
Scanned from a public domain print.
The thing is it's but it's not restored. The one from Criterion is fully restored, so that's why
that's kind of the way that it works with those. Is like the movie itself is public domain, but the company that does the restoration owns that specific restoration.
Correct.
So we
never don't want to step on those toes.
Yeah, you can't distribute those. But,
we respect those people too much,
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, Patrick. Plan 9 from Outer Space is available everywhere.
I wish I could find Plan 10 from Outer Space. No joke. It's a real movie.
Yes.
I have seen it. It was made by Mormons. It's amazing. It is one of the best bad movies. I saw it in an audience, and I was in fucking tears. Oh my god. I can't. If someone out there is watching this, you have a copy, fucking email me, skinslip@gmail. I swear to fuck, I need this in my life again. Please, help me out.
10 from Outer
Space. Yes. The color film, filmed in, I think, the early 80s. It's a low budget film. The aliens are these beehives with a single eyeball.
Excellent.
Yeah.
One big piece of news, which has been in rumor territory for a couple of weeks and was officially confirmed today. Yes, indeed, folks, it is true. Patrick Stewart is coming back as Jean-Luc Picard in a new Star Trek series.
Really, I haven't even finished this. I'm super fucking high.
So it won't be like it's not going to be like he's going to guest appear on Discovery. Well, maybe he will. I don't know. But this is going to be a whole separate Star Trek series focusing on the later life of Jean-Luc Picard.
I was about to... Well, how would it be on Discovery? Oh, what time travel?
So you get to see 26-hour-long episodes of him tending his grapevines. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, please. Please, I want to... This is what I want so badly. I want it to be a Picard show, right? But it's basically just fucking one of those old shows like Downton Abbey with Picard. And it's on Earth.
Last of the Summer Wine, I think, would be a Picard show,
I would totally watch a few episodes of him with a blanket over him, watching holodeck movies at the fucking Starfleet elderly home.
Yes! Oh my God!
Well, if you want
wacky
those
misadventures
things,
of old Picard.
if you want those things, you got to have faith of the heart.
If Star Trek were a grindhouse thing, it would just pay him for one day, and they would just film him sitting in a wheelchair, and the whole show is his dreams, and they never have to use him for anything except for him sitting in the wheelchair at the beginning of the show. And they did it one time.
Well, I mean, Star Trek: The Next Generation ended a long time ago. I mean, it's been a long road from there to here.
Oh my god! Sons of bitch! God, fuck you, right?
I would honestly be disappointed if that's not what the show was.
Now we want that show.
I love that idea.
This hasn't been posted in Discord. We need to post in Discord. I got it, but.
All right, Me6 is still broken.
I'm on it.
That's okay. We're only 45 minutes in. Nothing important's happened. Oh yeah, I was thinking of ordering pizza, wasn't I? I should probably get on that.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
Pizza.
Oh, you're thinking about ordering Pizza Hut?
I'm getting high as fuck.
Just not quite sure, eh?
Contemplating Wait a minute. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you
Just do it!
That
oh, I
your
see.
dreams come true!
Man.
Yes. Okay.
Already there.
Thanks, Stout. Good lead-in. Oh my god, you have pizza. Cass says pizza. Fuck! Okay. What kind do you have, Cass? What brand?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. No, fuck that. We don't have Pizza Hut.
I just had lasagna, but man, I would
Pizza Hut has a medium 2 topping for $8.99.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive.
But yeah, I mean, that's a
Thank you,
smoke deal.
Mac.
See, I usually order from Alibaba, and it basically ends up being like $50 for 2.
I need to get mac and me.
But that said, it's 2 that lasts like 2-3 days in leftovers, which is nice.
More than mac and me, I gotta get those 5 John Carpenter films. Lose their slip.
My local Domino's.
Domino's, that
local place, yeah.
local joint.
Yeah,
It has a deal going on right now that if I add 3 of their select items, which is pretty much most of the stuff on their menu, together it is $5.99 each.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about Panago? I've
So I
ordered
can
from Panago in a long
get,
time.
I think they have a similar deal up here.
Gabbed on the haters. Sorry.
Derailed.
Why do I want mac and me, dude?
They have
Have
a
you
similar deal up here?
If you've never
Deals
seen
are funny.
go see Mac and Me. You'll understand why everyone needs to own Mac and Me, and why I want the Mac and Me slipping with the slipping cover.
The slipping
Yeah,
cover,
yeah.
like a slip and slide.
Yep.
You need to go watch the.
We have a pizza deal, end of story.
They
You
broke.
need to go
So what
watch
happened?
the massacre.
The pizzas broke.
I know you got a video. I don't want
Don't mail your pizza.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing about mac and me.
I love Mac and Me. I grew up in Mac and Me, dude. They
I
had
also like
Valvoline.
mac and cheese. It's delicious.
Valvoline had a big deal, like it had a whole promotion with the movie, right? So the alien did this thing. It's like the home symbol to do this, and the whole joke was it's because they were meeting a fucking Valvoline. And you're like, oh, okay, your Valvoline fucking billboard or whatever. It's like, okay, whatever. That's so weird.
I did think it was funny in the beginning of that Cinemassacre video. They had a guy walk in. He was just like, "Oh, sorry I had to return this tape. I just had to stop by McDonald's and get a Big Mac and grab a Coke." I'm like, that's fucking hilarious.
That isn't it? And yeah, dude, Mac and Me is excellent. And excellent, I mean, like, please get very intoxicated with whatever substance you enjoy movies with, and
It's
enjoy
the
it.
best worst
Right.
McDonald's commercial you've ever seen.
Like, watching it with friends is the best. 'Cause everyone will start laughing at different parts, which will trigger laughter, jokes, and yeah.
Laughter and jokes, folks.
And yeah. Up with the
And there's some yeah in there too.
yeah, dude, yeah, it's the important part. It's the value added part.
That's true. Yeah is
They
important.
just came up with an idea for an incredible parody movie
Winsing.
called Advertisement the Movie.
You
Where the
know,
whole point is literally to just go to all these companies and be like, can I get some money to make this movie?
already.
And they all donate a certain amount of money to it, and it ends up being enough to make
Morgan
the whole
Spurlock did it already. It's
And
called
then the movie
Greatest Movie
is
Ever Sold.
about that process of
The
getting
Greatest
the
Movie
made.
Ever Sold is what it's called. You can go watch it. It exists. Morgan Spurlock did it.
Okay.
Are you sure that's not a documentary?
It's a documentary about advertising that he made
Okay.
by selling
I'm
products.
talking
in the
about
documentary. That's the best part.
Fictional. A
The entire
fictional
movie is
movie.
paid for by
Wait a
the
minute.
person in the movie.
Raisins
Product placement.
on pizza?
What?
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 That is heresy.
What?
Now, pineapple I have no problem with. I like pineapple on pizza, and I think the whole pineapple controversy is ridiculous. But raisins?
Oh.
Who the fuck said raisins?
Now, otherwise, this pizza sounds good. It's a Caribbean pizza. It says the toppings are oven-roasted chicken breast, pineapple, raisins, red onions, and chorizo sausage.
No.
No. No.
Raisins.
I really wish I had bits
allowed
right
to
now.
order
I
that
wish I
pizza.
had bits right now for the please God no.
And exclude a little side note. What the fuck is wrong with
While we're at, let's add some grapes to a veggie pizza.
Some grapefruit.
The largest right. Pineapple and ham on pizza is the best pizza ever.
Yeah, Hawaiian. It's good. It's
I remember
classic.
the one I caught flack for ordering at Pizza in Ontario was the one that had potato slices on it.
That's weird. I mean,
It's weird,
It's not
but it's fine,
disgusting, but
That's
it's
weird,
just
but
weird.
done before.
Well, what I
very-
used to do was I called it a steak dinner on a pizza. I instead of tomato sauce, I did like a creamy garlic one or something, and then I did steak strips, potato slices, and mushrooms.
Yeah, tomato slices
That
work.
sounds
Tarragon
really good.
pizza does that.
Oh, I thought you said tomato slices.
Oh no, potato slices.
Oh,
Yeah,
potato. Oh,
potato,
potato
why is that
slices.
weird?
Whoa.
That's what I was gonna say with tomato
But you know what?
slices.
Actually, think about it.
That's very Italian original,
Here's the
almost
thing.
borderline Greek.
Here's the thing. I would put French fries in pizza, so okay,
Yeah, you know.
Fair
I-
That's actually an
That's
option.
just-
fair play.
I think Pizza Hut up here actually has French fries. They have a poutine
Just
pizza.
think of it like au gratin, okay? You love potato slices with
Pizza au
cheese on
gratin.
them,
Oh
right?
my god, scalloped potatoes.
Fucking put the potato slices on top of the cheese.
Pizza au gratin.
And someone make scalloped potato pizza now, please.
That's what he was just talking about, basically.
I know. Let's see. Someone make that shit. And then put
With
pineapple on it
steak?
because fuck yeah.
I would not do the mushrooms because I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. I'll eat
Oh.
mushrooms. I just don't like them.
I like mushrooms.
Me
I love
too.
They have a weird texture though, so I
Yeah,
can't.
that's it. That's the.
I can eat, I like
texture.
mushrooms when it's sliced. I can't eat like a. You can't just hand a mushroom to me. You can't.
Now,
I can't.
they do
Stuff
have a weird texture, but the texture is neither like mush nor is it like a room.
That's true.
That is also true. It also gives it like a
Inappropriately
bubble.
named.
And I have made a pretty amazing portobello mushroom cap that was a nice meat replacement as a burger.
I don't. I try that, but I don't know. I don't know the texture, right? Like I would try it just because I try it because I never had it.
It actually kind of has the texture of like almost like a sausage.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a
I like
sausage with like a nice casing on it.
Sausage.
But I mean, like the mushy texture of mushroom is kind of like pudding.
It compresses no different than a meat patty if it's
like-
cooked properly.
I like small stuff mushrooms, but like a giant one, it has to be really good.
This
inside.
is a burger
It better
size.
be really good
patty.
inside.
Oh yeah, it's seasoned properly.
Like,
Trust me.
if you're making me eat a fucking mushroom, it better taste goddamn good in the middle, because otherwise, fuck you. You can eat your goddamn self. I'm having TV dinner.
I mean, it's just seasoned the same way you would season a steak or a burger patty, you know.
I get it.
So yeah. Whole portobello mushroom caps.
Peanut
Peanut butter? What?
butter mushrooms.
Wait, what was this conversation? Oh,
Peanut butter pizza.
Song of the South, right?
Peanut
Okay.
butter portobello.
The Song of the South is available on archive.org, and Disney doesn't give a shit because they're not going to release it, and they're like, whatever.
What
And
are
no
you
gets
talking
me
about?
about that. And the only people who care are either big Disney fans or movie nerds or people who are history buffs.
What are you
What
talking
gets
about?
me about that?
What?
Song of the South.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
And what gets me about Song of the South is that they literally used it. What a Wonderful World. They used that song in one of the new trailers for one of their new movies that they have coming out called Wonder Park or something like that.
Okay.
And I was just like, why are you using this song from this movie that you refuse to release or ever even fucking acknowledge in this animated CGI movie trailer? It just didn't make sense to me.
That's offensive.
And the movie itself did not look very good. It looked
So I
stupid.
I'm really putting too much thought into this. I need to just order some damn pizza.
Yeah.
Just order something fucking meat lovers. Call it a day.
All right, here we go. Carnivore, go.
Ask for extra garlic and call it a day, dude.
Extra garlic.
Fuck yeah. Meat lovers extra garlic, dude. Oh.
I need more farts.
But they had the liquid garlic sauce. Even better. Oh. I missed. That's nice. Oh, look.
All right, okay.
Papa John's, but they had the best garlic goddamn sauce in any chain.
I got the
They
carnivore.
add it to every pizza. Like, they have the dipping cup of the garlic sauce with every pizza you order now from Papa John's.
Yeah, it's so good. That sauce is so good. It's the only good thing at Papa John's. Because the problem with Papa John's is it costs too fucking much. Then it tastes like fucking Pizza Hut.
Yay, they remembered me. Okay, good.
I'd rather
A lot
just
of
pay the
places
same
in
price
my
and
neck of the
get less
woods,
crust.
Papa John's is actually cheaper than Pizza Hut.
Now, wasn't always.
Because they're desperate for customers now.
Pretty much.
Because of all the controversy.
Because they had a racist head who's now suing them for control of the company back. So it was
You
like,
can't taste racism.
You can't taste racism.
That's almost as bad as raisins. On pizza.
Raisins. That,
Raisinism.
that's racist.
Raisinism. That's raisinist.
My hemorrhoids are bleeding. How are you?
Well,
Awesome.
I can feel it trickling.
no. Gross.
It's the worst. Okay. So, 8 Argentinian sausage, which, by the way, fucking good. But
It gave
also,
me
it
hemorrhoids.
fucked me up for 2 days. I have shit like 20 times in 2 days. It is nuts.
I'm sorry, that was the ladder of conversation here. You're like, I
I'm just
had
I'm
this sausage,
sorry.
and before that, you mentioned that.
You are not as uncomfortable as I feel right now. Okay, so just deal with it.
No, so the process of elimination in my head was that these sausages give you hemorrhoids, and you're like,
No,
they're so
I
good.
had to wipe my ass. I had to wipe my ass every 2 hours, like 5 fucking times. Cause it's like I get a cannon load of fucking diarrhea out of my ass, right? That's what's got my hemorrhoids flared up. Is that toilet paper and my hemorrhoids don't like each other when I use it a lot. Oh, I can't wait to be constipated for 2 days, so I don't have to worry about this shit. At least I'll heal up. Oh my god.
You know it's bad when you're looking forward to things that most people
The
try to
only
avoid.
release the only release he's gotten is a fucking Laserdisc from Singapore, which is why 90% of the bootlegs have Asian languages all around the fucking image because it's all got subtitles for like 5 different regions on it. Just saying. About Song of the South, in case anyone missed that. In case someone's listening to this and cannot see the chat because of medical reasons. They're talking about Song of the South still. About the last time we got to it. Anything else is a bootleg, period. The end. End of discussion, period.
I get that
I'll
it's
be back.
like completely fucking racist, right?
Hmm?
I get this movie is
Criterion Collection used to be.
it's got some terrible historical connotation to it, but that's just the key of it right there. History. It's
Yeah.
a part of history that
Yeah.
should not be erased, that should not be forgotten, that
Right.
we have to
Ugly
deal
one.
with, that we have to understand, or else I always say it'll fucking repeat itself.
Like,
So
dude,
like,
my mom was talking about some of the
Stop.
my mom was looking for
try
like
to hide it.
the history of our family, and she found some dark shit. She's telling me that, and I was like, yeah, like America, we've got an ugly history, and we got to face it and realize that we were bad people. We are no longer those people, and we got to remind ourselves that's what we used to do, so we don't do it again. But we're doing it again because fucking Donald Trump. Political range. Okay, done.
Political range. Well, what I will say is like, if you want to talk about racist movies, talk about Birth of a Fucking Nation.
That
D.W. Griffith. He is
glorified the
one of the
KKK.
most historic filmmakers of all time.
He was an absolute racist piece of shit.
He is a complete racist piece of shit. But he
100%.
brought so much to the world of film that, I mean, we might have had it without him, but no way of knowing for sure. And he's a part of the film history now. So, like, there's a reason why his films are still fucking put on DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like
Woody
that,
Allen
even
is-
though they're completely racist.
Woody Allen is 100% a total creep. God damn, his movies are so good. Can't stop watching them. I'm sorry. My sin.
Yeah, well,
Sounds perfect.
that's the whole separate the art from the artist thing, you know? Like,
I feel like I do that sometimes. Like, I can't go for Victor Salva, that monster.
interesting how that works for people, you know? How where people draw the line is very interesting.
If his movies weren't so fucking good.
Because everyone has a line. Everyone has a line they will not cross when it comes to that stuff. When it comes to separating the art from the artist.
And no one's perfect. No one is fucking perfect. Not a single fucking person. But that's no excuse either. We don't excuse what they've done.
Oh my God, Quilton. My personal opinion is that is so freaking stupid.
The James Gunn
We
thing.
hire James Gunn
All of
immediately.
that, yeah.
They talked about it 3 years ago, and he apologized, and everyone was like cool with it. So guess what? You can't fire him now. In fact, James Gunn should probably fucking sue.
Yeah.
If he didn't do his fucking job back.
Defamation of character.
And by the way, if I was anybody in that cast, I'm like, I'm not gonna work for that. No, that's not okay. I'm gonna stand by that guy because that guy is the one who he got me this job. Not only did he get me this job, but I wouldn't. This job wouldn't have existed. That guy didn't fucking write this job. Didn't create this job. And he's apologized, and he was a very uncouth, not funny, trying to be funny person. And guess what? Lots of people have done that. I was that person about 6 years ago.
Well, also, didn't James Gunn start off working for Troma Films?
Yes.
So
that's the era in which he's making all these comments.
Very different environment there, folks.
Go back and look at the tweets, right? He says like
went from
he
Troma
says shit like,
to Disney.
He says it in a quote like, "I like to suck little boys' dicks," right? And to the guy who's talking about defending a fucking sexual predator.
Yeah.
He's like making fun of this person.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's bad. By the way, it's not funny.
No, it was. I mean, they were dirty jokes in poor taste, but that's all they were. It wasn't.
And he apologized.
He's not like a freaking pervert, sexual predator guy.
He's not a sexual pervert. I don't know about pervert. I mean, I don't know what his sex.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I'm just saying.
It was harmless,
Yeah.
dirty jokes like everybody makes at
He was
some
insulting
point.
shit.
You know,
Quote Trump, it's locker room talk.
some
I've
jokes
done
are
that.
like dirtier
Jesus.
than others. You know.
Like, I've done said some awful shit to people who I know are just fucking trolls, just like them to fucking go away or trigger them to get all angry, which happens, by the way. But I don't mean it, and he didn't either. I don't do it anymore. He doesn't either. You know, like he apologized 3 years ago. It was publicized everywhere. Remember, like you can't apologize and then get your job and then get to do a fucking sequel and then get fired for it.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Especially when they are movies that made them bajillions of dollars. Like, do you not want to make more money with this tried and true formula of having this director with this cast doing those movies?
If you don't want to be associated with it, let him finish his fucking trilogy and then say, good, you're good, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Go find some new work. We got to separate from you because we want to keep our conservative fans happy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, one more fucking movie, then we're moving on. Like, okay, that's fair. I think, let him finish his trilogy.
I honestly feel like there should be a statute of limitations on how long something like this can happen.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's not illegal, so there's no statutes and there's no law. It's all public opinion.
Well, yeah.
It's very ragey right now. It's gonna die down. It ebbs and flows. It was like this in the 90s and the early 2000s. It's like every 10 years.
Hey. Hulk Hogan got reinstated to the WWE Hall of Fame. So, if he can be forgiven, anybody can be forgiven.
Look, I love Hulk Hogan, the character. I have problems with him being reinstated as a worker. And he should never left the Hall of Fame because he was being honored for things he did inside the ring, not what he did during his sex tape.
Yeah.
And that should not be taken away. Just like I think Pete Rose should be fucking put back in the Hall of Fame, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll be in the Hall of Fame again, I should say. Because what the fuck? He's been punished long enough. Anyway, same concept. So
That's
I don't think Hogan should get a job, but I think he should keep his fucking Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
You know, he should be allowed to be a Hall of Famer because he did good in the ring, entertaining people.
So Duncan has a very important question he needs us to help him with. He says, "Who thinks I should make tea? I feel the need for tea. I think you should make tea."
If you don't make tea, I'm unfriending you.
You know,
I was going to guess what flavor of tea. I thought that was going to be the question.
I can see your guys' arguments, but I'm going to be the dissenting opinion here. Maybe you shouldn't make tea.
Wow.
Whoa, you son of a
What an asshole.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Stout. I think you're crossing the line on that one. Like,
I am so betrayed. I'm personally attacked. Fuck,
Tea
man.
is the essence of life.
tea is life. Makes tea. Earl Grey tea. Real leaves, too. Whoa. No messing around with Duncan's tea here.
Fire Stoudman.
He's the real
Fire Stoudman. Oh, you're Fire Stout. Get out.
We're not gonna fire him. We're just gonna go make him sit in his soulless ginger corner.
Yes.
Nope,
into your corner of soullessness.
Nope, you can't come back until you drink a cup of tea on stream. Make reparations.
Well, I guess I should go grab my pickups. I'll be right back.
I would say that. Like, hear about this. Well,
I think I know where I put them.
James Gunn will be like, if I was James Gunn, I'm like, hey, if you hire me back, I'll give half my salary to charity. You know, make it look good. Like, I think that's fair, right? Then everyone wins, right? Because then he gets his job back. Disney can look good because they're now giving money to a charity, right? And, you know, fans get what they want. Everyone's happy except the angry, conservative, grumpy people who took everything out of context and are shitty. Those, like, 30 people in Probuscus, whatever his fucking name is, that piece of shit.
Oh, Tobuscus?
No, not Probuscus. The Jack Probuscus, I can't say his fucking name.
Oh.
Some right-wing piece of shit. The Firebrand or whatever.
Who, by the way,
yeah,
he's just a pretty terrible person himself. Like,
yeah,
he
right?
said worse things on his Twitter. The person who brought this whole thing up against James Gunn has said far worse things than James Gunn.
Including, you can't break willing or some shit about he made rape jokes and not even rape jokes. He said something like date rape doesn't happen. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Who is this
Yeah,
again?
this is the guy who brought the whole argument up against James Gunn that got Disney to fire him.
Yeah.
Piece of shit that he is.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. Date rape doesn't happen. Yeah, no, yeah, it does.
And Mike Cernovich too. That piece, that trash bag. That fucking trash bag.
Walking trash fire.
I had no problem with if you're a Republican. I have a problem with those specific people.
Yes, no,
those
it's those people who are ruining the Republican Party and their image and what they stand for.
Making a new party, man.
What about QAnon?
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm just trying to figure out how tuna figures into the whole equation. I'm a little confused on the tuna angle.
Like, what matters here is, are the prices of tuna going to go
the
up?
lifetime,
don't encourage it.
the lifetime in the word lifetime ban does not refer to the life of the person. It refers to the life of the Hall of Fame. So as long as the Hall of Fame exists, he will not be in it. It's
I
that
see.
statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's easily misunderstood because, you know, crazy.
Yeah. Totally. Things. Stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I have 21 pickups this week.
I got 7.
Hey, Cass, I wanted to ask you, did you see any of my Warframe playthrough?
I can't remember if I was there for any of that or if I saw it. I feel like I saw some of it.
It's where you're like a space ninja kind of thing. It's like you.
Oh yeah, that was one where I commented when you were going. Dun, 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 with the
Oh, that's
music, I
right.
thought it
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
character.
You thought it was the characters singing along with the theme, the background music. No, so I was wondering if you were there because it has a very kind of broken stealth system, which is funny.
I think I heard about this, but I don't think I was there for any of them.
Yeah, because it's like you don't have to be sneaky at all. Like as long as the enemy is just not looking at you, you can like.
Oh
just,
yes, I was there. For
you
that.
can just
You're
like run right up behind them.
Now.
So I just started like, I'm being stealthy. I'm sneaking up on you now.
Well,
No one else can see or hear me do this.
it can't be any worse than your stealth approach in heavy rain, just sneaking up. Clunk! Hi!
It's like, oh crap!
Like playing Bard in Dungeons and Dragons.
Smash!
Hey, get over here! The bottle's like rolling away.
Well,
So what was that, Angel?
Saturday, I should get too high. So finally gonna hit this.
What was that, Angel?
I said it's like playing a Bard in Dungeons and Dragons and you're doing a song so you can be stealthy.
Yeah. I am so stealthy. You can't see or hear me. Exactly, Jail. Exactly.
It's a roll for stealth and roll a 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this over just a tad. We'll put it right there. There we go. It's better placement for it, I think.
Oh, I gotta come up with a fucking game for tomorrow. Shit.
Roll for stealthy. Roll a 20. Yeah. You are farting uncontrollably. It's echoing off the walls of the chamber, yet strangely nobody detects your presence. They're too wrapped up in watching that squirrel that snuck in that little hole in the wall in the corner.
So they're dogs. Okay.
Picturing him dripping into the room, farting thunderously.
You're not sure how it got there, but you're trying not to land on your face as you trip over a shopping cart in the middle of the dungeon.
I'm trying to remember what movie it was. It was one of those like 90s parody films. And I think it was Fatal Instinct, I think that's what it was. And there's a scene where the main character, he slept with this woman and her husband came home and is in the bed at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's trying to like sneak out of there without noticing. And he picks up his pants upside down and spills like $5 worth of change onto the floor. And then somehow he like trips and he steps on the TV remote and it's like, and in other news today, but it's like a newscast. And it's just like this montage of things, and the husband just like pulls over, doesn't hear anything.
He's like mildly irritated by.
Yeah, and I think he ends up like falling out the window or something. Is how he ends up.
Crash into a bunch of trash cans.
That's what it was. Actually, yeah.
Car alarm goes off. And
then eventually, like, a tiny little robin lands on the windowsill and tweets, and the husband wakes up.
That's what does it,
Yeah. I'll have to find that
I
scene.
don't know why I thought of Peter in the world's most sensitive car alarm.
Carlatin is asking if I'm the only one who can hear the sound alerts. I don't know, because I can hear them, so I don't know if no one else can hear them.
I don't know if I
hear
can
them
hear
in
them
the
because
stream.
I leave.
I haven't been hearing them.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would assume you have to be watching the stream in order
I
to
am.
hear them. So, oh, okay. Then I don't know. They're coming through
I
on
can
my
hear
end.
them in the stream. Yeah.
You're hearing them, Stout?
Yeah.
It might be. You might just need to reload, guys.
Might just need to refresh then, because
Twitch can be really twitchy sometimes. They're rolling out the new layout.
Okay, Seth Angel's hearing them. All right.
It's like I don't hear them. Good. I'm not going to refresh because I don't want to hear them.
Good. That's fine.
I don't
Also, because I
wanna.
leave the stream muted. So So, pickups?
Pickups.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
pictured a Muppet doing that.
Everything's funnier when you picture a Muppet doing it.
Exactly.
Sure, pickups. Hold on a second. Pickups. Who's at the end there? We got Stout at the end.
I have nothing. Move on to the next.
What the hell, Stout?
I know.
You knew I had nothing.
No.
Huh?
I just wanted to humiliate you publicly for having nothing. All right. Garbage Gamer. I know you have nothing.
Oh yeah, 21 equals 0.
Wow. Blackjack.
That's not even all of it. I just like consolidated it down.
All right. Cool. Wow. So Garbage Gamer has probably more than all of us this week, I think.
Yay.
I have 12, I think, or something.
Oh God!
Bravo! Quick, someone hit the applause button.
Oh man, I can't spell a damn thing. Ninja style.
Nice.
Ninja.
Stealth! That's what I ended up doing as I continued playing. Like, anytime I got a stealth, or I'd be about to do a stealth kill. Stealth!
Oh, Lord. Anyway.
Alright, what you got?
Alrighty, so trinkets and knickknacks, I guess is
Awesome.
I love that word.
Trinkets.
I already ate all the candy out of it. I need to refill it, but it's an automatic candy dispenser.
Ooh.
Push the there's a little metal thing there.
Kind of looks like a
Hand
robot
there.
penguin.
Kind of looks like Tom Servo with his mouth open.
It does, actually, yeah. Just like barfs
Tom
candy
Servo
at
that
you.
barfs candy into your hand. There you go. Set that back over there. So I got that at the old Dave and Buster's for like 1,200 tickets or something like that.
Nice.
I also got a Groot.
I am
dispenser.
Pez.
I am Pez. I was like, check it out. And I was like, can't see it.
That's some lovely
really-
glare.
But yeah, it's a
I'm drinking rum and coke, by the way, in case anybody's wondering.
I am Groot Pez dispenser there.
Because I am alcohol.
Oh, excellent! Someone's getting intoxicated with me. Perfect.
I am the liquor.
I am the weed.
So I
am
managed
evil.
to get moving with the camera here.
Whoa. Ooh.
Hey, the blackness.
Of my soul.
Uh-huh.
And on, it's an original Xbox.
Oh, look at that. The green ring of death.
Oh wait, it'll start blinking many colors here in a second. Go for it.
Oh, yellow.
There's yellow.
And?
Is it gonna blink all the colors? I think if I leave the controller unplugged, it'll do it. Wait for it. Maybe.
So this is not a 1 or a 360. This is the original Xbox.
Original.
Nice.
Xbox. OG. Anyway.
Play some Halo.
Damn right.
So yeah, so I picked up original Xbox, and came with the original Duke controller.
Oh, nice. The massive
That's
UFO.
Original.
Break your
Like,
glass.
this is why I liked the Duke. Look at my hands.
Yeah, you have giant ogre hands. I have tiny girls.
Ogre hands.
I have girly. I have tiny girly hands, dude. Like, I get it.
This controller was perfect. Oh, it
Excellent.
feels
I should have frail, dainty hands. I should say.
Frail dainty hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle.
that came in a lot with like
I can play
50
piano.
So I bought some games, specific ones that I wanted. So I just kind of consolidated
Consolidated it.
down to this many.
Oh, that's much more reserved.
Yeah. So the first one here is the original Mech Assault.
Ooh, giant robots. Yes.
Mech Assault, and its sequel, Mech Assault
These
2.
are all
Lone
exclusives.
Wolf.
I'm guessing you got, because
Not all of them are exclusive.
Okay.
Just really good versions on the Xbox. So yeah, Mech Assault 2, Lone Wolf.
Nice. I need to play
Got-
more giant robot games. I like giant robots.
Got Sega GT 2002.
Nice. Wow.
And on
Okay.
the other,
A Sega game exclusive to Xbox. That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
A really good game. That's actually a Genesis guide, man.
speaking of really good Sega games, on the other side, Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh, nice.
That's another really good game. In fact, I want that double pack.
This is the double pack.
I've got an Xbox.
Very nice.
Sitting down there.
Picked up. Speaking of like
And I got 360.
Xbox exclusive titles from Bizarre Creations,
Mm-hmm.
we have Project Gotham Racing 2.
Ah.
And this is like the weird arcade disc double pack version.
Oh.
I can't use this because it needs Xbox Live.
Oh. That's
Oh,
And Xbox Live has been defunct since like 2012 on the original.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Oh, really? Oh, just for the.
Oh, I got to be right back.
Yeah, they dropped and discontinued all the servers.
Well, poop. Put it all.
So I picked up
for Xbox One and 360.
Outlaw Golf, the original Outlaw Golf.
I heard that was fun.
This is always fun.
Yeah.
So picked up
And a little racy.
a little Soul Calibur 2.
Soul
I-
Calibur 2.
I really like this version because this was during the time they had a PS2, GameCube, and Xbox version, and each system had an exclusive character.
That's right. I remember
So-
seeing trailers for that.
The GameCube had Link,
Hmm.
the PlayStation 2 had Darth Vader,
Right. Yeah.
and this one has Spawn. You can even see him on the cover.
Yes. Very cool.
Which is I love. This is Spawn is by far my favorite of the characters that they did. Everyone loves Link. I don't know why,
Ah, 'cause
but
Nintendo
he's pretty much
fanboys,
just
you know.
he's pretty much like a rehash of the regular swordsman in the game. I can't think of his name.
Is it Hanzo?
This is- I don't know.
I don't know.
Hanzo,
No,
he uses a bow.
Oh,
Genji uses the sword.
Genji. Yeah.
okay.
So then, so I picked
Shows
up
how much
Dead
I
or Alive
don't know.
3.
Let's talk about Hattori Hanzo. He makes the swords.
Yes.
This is
that's
my favorite Dead or Alive
totally.
game.
cool. Dead or
Dead or
Alive
Alive 3.
What Hanzo?
I got the Game of the Year edition of Halo.
Ah,
Yeah.
Combat
Gotta have-
Evolved.
It's a really good
Gotta-
game.
Yes.
You say
Did it?
arigato like we say arigato.
Get on it all you want.
And
The first 3 Halos are really
Sorry,
solid.
I love Kill
speaking of the
Bill.
first 3 Halos, here's Halo 2.
Halo 2.
Halo 2 is one of my favorite Xbox games, dude. Like, I got that's the first one with 2-player co-op to the story.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
cool.
it was so much fun to play it with my friend too. So
Here's actually a good Call of Duty game.
Uh-huh.
Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1.
Big Red 1.
oh right, that's the Big Red one.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
yeah.
that's any relation to the Mark Hamill movie.
That's a Samuel Fuller directed film, and that uses the same battalion, the Big Red one.
I actually want to get that movie because it was one of the first movies my parents had on VHS, and we watched it over and over and over again.
Probably never seen the director's cut, the reconstructed cut, which is available only on DVD.
Very likely, no.
It's like 45 minutes longer. It's so
Holy
good. I
crap.
love it. It's so good.
Nice.
I'm due for a rewatch. So.
I will have to try to find that.
One of my
This
favorite
next game here is considered one of the hardest
Life.
games on the original Xbox.
Hmm.
Ninja
I
Gaiden.
knew it was going to be a Ninja Gaiden. Ninja
Yay!
Gaiden!
Ninja Gaiden
Yeah, that's right.
Black.
Yes,
So
Yeah,
I've
I love
heard
the
that is
enhanced version.
The Big Red
notoriously
one?
hard.
is based on Samuel Fuller's life, like in World War II. Those things
Oh.
happened to him.
Interesting.
So this is actually the first time I've ever owned this game. I had the demo back when Xbox Live first started. And when you back in the day when you would get Xbox Live, you would get the headset, you get a subscription, and you would get a demo disc that had actually a demo online multiplayer of Mech Assault and this game, which was called Whacked.
Whacked! Game show gone wrong.
Oh, that is so underrated.
Yeah, this game is not only wicked fun, but it's fucking hilarious.
Nice.
This main chick here in the front,
Mhm.
Lucy, she's nude the entire game.
Okay then.
That's her gimmick, is that she's like trying to fit into an outfit for her audition to be on the game show, and it breaks. And so all you
Okay.
see is her outfit is literally the black bar sensor bars.
Yeah,
It's like
Okay.
just some stuff like they're physical objects.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
like Cool World. It's like Cool World game. It's so cool.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah, it's
fun.
not like-
Yeah.
You
I
have
love Cool World
a
too.
rabbit
Sort of
here
twisted
that
humor.
was escaped from a factory of the Magic Rabbit Foot factory. So he has like stumps and bandages over where his hands and feet are.
Yeah, oh,
Okay.
that game's so much fun.
And then you have a nice Canadian penguin
Uh-huh.
right here. he was like really, really nice and sensitive out front with like a complete murder streak on like second personality. And it's just, I mean, that's the whole game. All these characters have these hilarious backstories, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And then last one for the Xbox games here, we have Quantum Redshift.
Ah.
This is by far my favorite futuristic racing game on the Xbox. It's literally the Xbox equivalent of like Wipeout.
I love Wipeout. So
Wipeout's fun, yeah. I had Wipeout
So
on the
Wipeout
PS3.
or even like a Wipeout mixed with like Revolt. If you've ever played Revolt.
Actually, I have the original Wipeout on PS3, the PS1 version, and Wipeout HD.
Yeah, and this is also one of the few games that play in like 720p if you have component cables.
Oh, nice.
I have Enter the Matrix also,
Yeah.
which I also have it on the PS2, but I have the Xbox version because that one plays in 1080i.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it actually looks really good on the Xbox.
I notice a lot of the PS2 games on the PS4 have up-rendering for the actual game engines.
Yeah, they do.
I got I grabbed Kinetica because that's like one of my all-time favorite futuristic racing games, and I played the shit out of it on the PS2. And I was like, huh, I wonder. So I grabbed it and I played it. And I was like, holy shit, this is like high def.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm gonna tell you,
that was always a really good-looking game to begin with. So I mean, to see it actually up converted to high def was even better. So I got that and Destroy All Humans, which also got the
Destroy All Humans is a great one.
got the up-rendering. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of going through. Like I think I mentioned it to you in a live stream a while ago. That your PS4 that I was going to send to you, that's right there.
Yes. Hello, PS4 that was almost mine.
I was since it was laying here now has had no use.
My pizza's here and the phone will not stop ringing. Oh my god.
I've seen this thing since the other day where it just rings constantly. One long tone. He goes, like, he's gonna say ring yet? What?
What's going on? So, yeah, I'd already told Sean about this, but I actually attempted the very safe to do jailbreak on the PS4, which you can do a simple little exploit and actually install PS2 games, even ones that are not like the authenticated PS2 classics. You can try any PS2. Pretty much the pack allows you to activate the emulator that's built into the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
So there are games that don't work. Like there are certain ones that I would love to have on there upscaled, but they just don't work. Like PsyOps, the Mindgate Conspiracy. It doesn't run. It runs at like 2 frames a second. But obviously all of the Sony licensed ones work. And so I went through my shelf.
Good chunk of third party probably do.
Yeah, obviously I made sure I owned physical copies of all these games. They were easier to get. So I went through and yeah, most of the games that I tried, only a couple of them didn't work. So yeah, I mean it was quite easy to do, and I can now finally play Frequency in HD.
I mean, I have N64 games. I've got an complete inbox Star Fox 64. You know, with the pack.
I mean, that's if money is not. I wouldn't really say if money's no option, but if you're not hurting for money, a complete in-box Star Fox 64 is not hard to come by.
Oh no, the one with Rumble Pack is actually more common than the Greatest Hits version, which is So
I mean, you're still going to be paying, probably close, if not more, a little bit more than retail for a complete in-box with the Rumble Pack.
Yeah, I mean, my Rumble Pack's never been used on the plastic.
I mean, but if you absolutely love that game and you want a complete in-box with the Rumble
Pack,
Pack,
the original batteries, they're not bulged or anything. Mwah, beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's $60.
The only thing that's ever been done is the cartridge been played, obviously.
So was that everything?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were waiting for me. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought
So,
you might
okay.
cool a little bit.
So yeah, I just explained real quick what the jailbreak I did to the PS4 allowed me to install PS2 games onto it.
Oh, right. And you said I now
Yeah.
have the most powerful PS2 in the world.
Yeah. They said I'd only found like a couple of games that didn't work. So
That's pretty
a
cool.
lot of games like ATV Off-Road Fury and
Oh,
Frequency
really?
and all stuff like that actually play amazingly well, all upscaled, and it looks great.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say that was one of the ones that didn't work.
No, Psyops the Mindgate Conspiracy is one that
Oh.
doesn't work. It runs at like 3 frames a second.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I know. Which,
ATV
I would
Off-Road
love
Fury
to
I
play
used
that.
to play all the time. It was great. So much fun.
Okay, so on to movies and TV shows. My last section here. So I got one TV show. I've had this for a while, and I ended up confusing the guy at Half Price Books because I walked up to the counter with this.
Ah, very nice.
And he literally took it, looked at it, saw the price, and then put it in the bag. I'm like, well, the way Half Price Books works is like a GameStop or whatever. They take all the discs out of the cases and put them behind the counter so no one takes the discs.
Right.
Well, he looked at this
he thought it was. He thought it was.
And he even opened it up and goes, okay, it looks like that, and then puts it in the bag. I go, are you gonna put the discs? He goes, it's a VHS tape.
It just looks like one.
I go,
joke's on you.
I go, no, it's not. I go, it's a Blu-ray set. It's a DVD Blu-ray set. He goes, really? So I open it up and I go,
see?
And he goes, oh. So he goes back and looks and finds the discs and puts the discs in.
Nice.
So, it did have the little poster insert also.
Oh, cool.
So usually because this is used, obviously I got it at Half Price Books.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't want to show the poster if you've never seen the show. It's
yeah.
kind of like
I imagine the posters are usually missing though on used copies.
Yeah. It's usually missing, but it's spoiler the poster. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It has like the big giant.
I can't wait till my mom comes out to visit. I'm dying to show her that show. I know she's gonna love it.
Itchy nose. But yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful set. I mean, it looks like even all like folded up here. Something like that. So great set, season 1.
They're really great set, but so apparently they actually stole the image of the VHS from like another digital artist, and they had to pay money for it. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's a nice. I mean, it's dead on.
Well, because the company contracted out an art firm to do it. The art firm.
Yeah.
My dad, he was even confused, like because when I was holding on to it, he was wondering why I paid money for something that looked so beat up. I go, no, that's silkscreen.
It's
not the design. This is actually a pretty crisp edge.
Yeah.
Even if it was, I mean, that actually has a lot of character. It looks cool.
Oh yeah. It even has like the little like yellow sticker you'd see at like a yard sale.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's actually on the art.
Yeah.
Or like actually some video rental places would have that there to denote.
Yeah, or video rentals.
Yeah, it'd be like to denote what section of the store it goes into.
Yeah, actually it says section 300. ST 300.
There you go.
So yeah, so this is a sticker for like an old video rental store.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Strumdog sent me that set. I was very, very happy to have it. It's great.
So I picked up some Blu-rays.
I hope we get one like that for season 2.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll go from least important to most important.
I hope it's readily available.
Yeah.
So this one actually, for the first time, I actually let my Disney Movie Club account go through with a recommended choice. Just let it send it to me because it was Peter Pan.
Hey, there you go. Very nice.
And because it was pretty much the price of this, and I got this for free.
Oh, sweet.
Return to Neverland.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so for the cost of this, I got both.
You got 2. Nice.
So yeah, both with covers, both very nice. Have actually not watched it yet, so I can't tell you about the quality of it. But I'm pretty sure these is the ones with the not fucked up video. So
I think it's fine.
So
I don't think Peter Pan was one of the ones people were complaining about.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I let it.
Horror Company is a big one for me.
I'm actually gonna let my next one go through because it's Infinity War.
Nice. So which one?
Yeah.
Which one was it you mentioned there, Brandon?
All from company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, yeah, that one.
There's also the
I bought, like,
there's also the smear in the stone, which
Yeah.
which I have that one.
Near the stone.
That one still gets on my nerves because I want that movie. I love that movie.
Yeah,
I declined.
it was gifted to me. So
I just wanted to do work about the steelbook from Best Buy.
One of these days, I'll find it for $5, and then I'll buy it.
So the next one I picked up, I hadn't actually seen the movie yet, and I knew I was gonna like it, regardless. And so it was Pacific Rim Uprising.
yeah.
Oh, so good.
I still have
This
to
is
watch
such
it.
a fun movie.
But,
Yeah.
I hope you love it.
I'm sure I will.
It's cheesy in all the right spots, and the story this time around, unlike the first one, has a lot more meat to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot more meat. There's a lot more story, and there's a lot more of a reason and more of a fear in this movie than there was in the first one. You know, the first one felt like I was watching, Gundam Godzilla movie.
Pretty much.
You know, pretty paper thin plot line, but that's, again, we all defend it because that's not why we were watching the movie.
Yeah, it did what it said on the tin.
This one, the plot line actually kind of pushes the movie forward, and it both plot and with the one thing I praised about this, thank God, there are robot fights and kaiju fights in broad daylight when it's not raining.
Yes.
Yep. I love Guillermo del Toro's choices.
That. What? Oh,
What?
I was gonna say that was one. Is that me?
That's Angel.
No, Angel.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying, Angel?
Saying I love how they set it up now. It seems like it's going to go in some way of Independence Day 2 kind of go.
What?
You're all garbled.
Sorry, you got all garbled there. I don't know what
And you're really quiet.
happened to your sound.
I think your internet's borking out there.
Yeah, I
dude.
think you're borked, dude. Reload.
I was gonna say the one issue I had with it was just that the majority of the fights were, as you say, at night or in the rain, or in the middle of the frickin' ocean. Like,
yeah,
I want to see them fight in a city in the day. Can we just have that, please?
Yes, they do.
Awesome. Or in the ocean, and sometimes all three. It was nighttime, raining, and in the ocean.
Yes, and that was the same issue I had with Godzilla. It was half the fights were in the middle of the night during a power outage, so you couldn't see anything half the time until one of them did a lightning blast or something. Like, oh, okay, I see something, and it's gone again.
And it's gone. But yeah, this one, full 30 minutes of just punching giant robots and giant monsters and fun stuff. Definitely recommend.
Very, very fun.
Really good.
Loved it.
Excellent. Good.
Yes.
That's what I want.
I was upset with the character storyline, but that's because I love that character. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And last but not least, I got this movie when it came out. I had the pre-order for it, and it's only been out maybe a week, and I've already watched it like 4 times, which is kind of rare for me.
Oh,
Ready Player One.
Of course.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be right on top of that.
Well, I mean, I had to watch it again just to watch it again on my big old projector here.
Yeah.
And then my dad hadn't seen it, so I showed it to my dad. So that makes viewing number 2. And then my cousins came over, so I showed it to them. They hadn't seen it, so I showed it to them. And then I was babysitting my nieces, and I told them I had Ready Player One, and they had already seen it in theaters. They came with me. And so they wanted to see it again. So I'm like, sure.
Oh. Yeah, I remember you were a huge fan of the book.
Yes.
I remember you talking about it a few years ago, actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Which I started watching those. Oh God, those we found all the Easter eggs, even though they're not Easter eggs.
They're in plain sight.
Yeah, in plain sight, I guess.
Hello, I am an Easter egg. Don't miss me.
But the one that really got to me was, got to me to the point to where I actually left a comment on the stupid fucking YouTube channel.
God.
Let's even find it. I mean, it's just like it's worth fucking finding because it was just that.
I hate
dumb.
the ones that are like 20 things you totally missed in this movie. It's like, how do you know I missed them?
Right? Like
I know, right?
You know what those need to be titled is 20 things you might have missed
or may have
missed. Yeah, don't make a statement like that because it's
don't assume shit about me, bro.
Yeah, or just
my gender, right?
What, Cass?
Or just like, did you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, did you know gaming? No. It's like there's certain things where it's like, yeah, actually I knew that, and a lot of times I learned stuff too.
Because then it's not all pretentious and shit. Like, oh, we're so much smarter than you because we spotted these things, and we totally know that you didn't spot them because you're dumb. Like, that's the message that they're sending with that type of title.
We're better than you.
Yeah.
12 things you definitely didn't spot, and
absolutely 100% you missed these things.
We can't believe you missed the fact that the Iron Giant is in this movie.
Spoiler!
I'm so pissed. Someone spoiled the character. I've managed to miss every fucking spoiler for Ready Player One, and then fucking YouTube recommends a video to me with a fucking spoiler image in the goddamn thumbnail. Fuck you, piece of shit, goddamn content mill.
Oh god.
Content mill site.
You know what I found out you can do? I went into my. You can go into the Google My Activity, and it will not track any of your activity. You can actually turn all of that off. So then your recommended list will just be the standard, bog standard, generic recommended list that it gives to everybody without an account. Doesn't track any of your activity at all.
It's funny is I haven't watched a single thing about Ready Player One because I've been avoiding fucking spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The recommended video that everybody got is the same video everyone got that they recommended.
So
yeah,
the problem.
Sorry, I'm gonna go grab my pizza here and then.
Bullshit content mill.
So yeah, towards the end of this, I'm not gonna say the YouTube channel because I don't want that person. Oh. Anyway, okay. Towards the end of their video, they were just like pointing shit out in the background, missing a bunch of stuff. But they talked about there was a computer on a desk, and they were saying, "Oh, this computer right here, this is what would they call it? An InSaNiTy 8080." And they said it was the computer that was used in the movie War Games. There was the blue box computer with all the switches on it. It was pretty much a terminal. It was a terminal command computer, used to hack into NORAD and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I know that reference, but that's not what that is in the movie. What they were pointing to was a fucking Tandy 1000.
So you got the carnivore with mushrooms here, and then the special over here. So this is mostly a bunch of meat and mushrooms, and then this is.
We're not wearing headphones.
What is it? It's pepperoni, sausage, green olives, black olives, green peppers, and onions.
Put on your headphones.
Put on your headphones.
No, I think I'll leave them off and just talk over everybody like an asshole.
So what I was saying was,
Oh, and pineapple. There's pineapple on it too. Sorry, go ahead.
They were saying, obviously the main, not the main character, but like the creator of the Oasis, which is not anything. His name is James Halliday. James Halliday's computer on his desk was a InSaNiTy 8080, is what they were saying it was. And they froze framed the picture. They had an arrow pointing to it, and I'm looking at it, and then they even cut to a scene from the movie War Games where there's an InSaNiTy 8080 in it, something like that, and I'm like, wow, that does not look like that at all. Not even remotely close. You know what they were pointing at? A Tandy 1000.
Shit.
Okay then.
A gray box with two black 5¼ floppy bays on the side.
So when they were making the video and pulled that clip, they didn't happen to notice that the two computers look completely different?
Oh
Yeah.
no, the content mill delivers the script to the voiceover artist. Voiceover artist makes the music, makes the thing, and then the editors just let the fucking basically get fucked over because they have to do what they can with what they got. You know, the editor's probably like, well, shit, and they probably gotta just make it. And the content mill goes, oh, it's fine. Just continue on, use it. It's okay.
So I'm gonna read my comment here and obviously blank out all of the obvious spoilers in my comment.
Yeah.
But because they said it was a reference to War Games,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, that's great. But I said, but sorry, this computer.
That's a nice idea, but.
Yeah, I said the computer on Halliday's desk is not the InSaNiTy 8080. It doesn't even remotely look like it. It's a Tandy 1000, which is a reference to the book, not the movie, as the blank key clue involves a game written for the TRS-80, Tandy's first computer.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the movie reference comes in. They're referencing the book because the book has a completely different story than the movie for how the keys work and stuff like that. So, and they're just making subtle nods to the book by changing some things, making it around. That's a reference to it.
Gotcha.
I'd see that it would be hard to do exactly how you do the keys in like a movie form.
I mean, it's not like this was hard to point out because there are two main reasons why this is so obviously wrong. One, the computer on his desk has a keyboard and a monitor and a mouse. And two, the InSaNiTy 8080 is a terminal computer, which doesn't have any floppy drive bays or even an output to a monitor. So it's just like, wow, how could you be so retarded? Like 3 seconds. I didn't know what an InSaNiTy 8080 was until I did like 3 seconds of Google searching and found out.
Well, to be fair, these aren't nerds. These are people who think they're nerds.
They're not even that. They're exploiting the current wave of nerd culture.
Yeah, no, that's it exactly. They're just trying to cash in on something real quick, and they don't care so much about accurate facts. They just want to get the numbers.
And the
There's no excuse for it.
The average viewer doesn't know the
It's
difference.
disgusting, and I hate it. Like, there's no reason you can't do content like that and be accurate.
I mean, I look down at the comments of this, and they're just correcting them left and right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and one of them just goes, in, what do they call them? An Easter egg hint number 9.
Okay,
that was...
Let's not...
On the lunchbox, it was Masters of the Universe.
Oh my god, I don't want to... I haven't seen the movie yet.
This has nothing to do with
No, it doesn't matter. We don't want to know what the Easter eggs are.
These aren't Easter eggs.
But we don't want to know about the nostalgia stuff that appears in the movie. That's part of the fun.
Balls.
Right. Someone spoiled something for me about a character that appeared that I had no idea was in it. I was annoyed.
He's not in it.
No, I'm saying a character was spoiled for me that I had no idea was in the movie, and it's just an still image. And I know now that the character's in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't know before.
There's a...
I don't want to know any of that.
So anyway, let's get on.
I watched it 4 times and I'm still missing shit.
Let's get on with the pickups here. So,
yeah, I'm done.
All right, Cash, you got anything?
Nope.
God damn it. Brandon, got anything?
Yes.
Yay.
Hey, look, I got a really beat up Goosebumps book, and Night Living Dummy 2.
Cool.
It's my first one I found here, so I'm like, alright, fine, I'll pick it up. Next, I got Halloween on VHS. It's the Blockbuster edition, so I don't have this version yet.
Sweet.
Next, I got Halloween 2, which is this shitty Good Times version. I don't have this one yet. I don't have
That is a horrible cover.
It is. I love it. Beautiful. Next, I got an original Friday the 13th from Paramount.
Oh, nice.
And it's in pretty damn good condition, and I paid like 20 cents for the fucking thing.
20 cents? Wow.
Like, everything I bought, I think $5 total. And then I got my favorite Friday the 13th, because these are the only 2 they had. The first and the last good one. The last Friday film.
Still have to watch that.
Oh man, that's my favorite one.
I watched the first 6, and then I took a break and I haven't got back to it yet.
Okay. Next, I got a 3M bookshelf game, Twixt. I have yet to count the pieces. I just haven't had time to sit down and count the parts yet. And next, then final thing, and the favorite thing I got, because this thing was worth like $35. 3M Acquire is one of my favorite games of all time. This is like my top 10 favorite games.
High adventure in the world of high finance.
It's really simple. It's quote unquote hotels, but all there's just little tiles. You buy stock on the tiles, and it's really simple but really fun. And I love the game, and I hope it's complete. If not, I'm gonna buy pieces to make sure it becomes complete because I love this game.
Well, there you go.
It's if Cats was a board game.
Sounds a lot like the Trump game that was out, I think, about that time.
What's that?
I said it sounds a lot like the Trump game that was out about that time.
Oh,
Oh yeah, God, that thing's terrible though.
I saw that at half price books, and it's going for like $180.
Oh my god.
It's so common. It's trash, dude.
It's so disgusting.
No, but it's like it's trash. Like I'll tell you what. When I was doing the swap meet thing, I would see 5-10 copies of that in the swap meet every fucking weekend, and they were selling because people are stupid. But like, I'm like, what the fuck? I imagine these people bought it, thought it was shit. They're back the next week selling it. This is to send 8 copies, right?
Yeah, it just kept cycling through the swap meet.
It's a fucking terrible fucking game.
I thought it was pretty hilarious. Like, right after Donald Trump became president, the second I started, after that, when I started walking into, like, Goodwill or other stores like Goodwill, you know, thrift stores, everywhere I look, it's like they're trying to show some old Trump thing here or there. Like, the art of the deal for $10. I'm like, really? $10 for that? Fuck you. Or Trump ties,
Well, that's
or
not
Trump
much
suits.
of a deal. No.
All made in China, no less, or Taiwan or something.
Yeah.
And it's just like, everywhere you look, you saw this cheap Trump crap everywhere in these thrift stores, and I'm just like,
Being
you know what?
sold for
There's a
collector's
parable
prices.
here. This is a teachable moment. This means something. This is important.
Did you have anything, Angel? Did you want to?
I do.
Yeah.
This is your Prime Day pickups. I can blaze through it pretty quick.
Okay.
I have just a few here that I don't have to show because it's already on display. My Doctor Who 70. The complete Capaldi years. So I got that for 75. That was a good deal.
Oh wow, that is a good deal.
Yeah, I got Sabrina the Teenage Witch for $22. So another great deal. And also Labyrinth and where is it here? The Dark Crystal 4K versions of both. So
Nice.
and here's what I can show. I got Pixels,
Oh, nice.
Chucky 7-movie collection.
Oh, nice.
I need to get that too.
Yeah.
This was a good deal too. I got that for $22.99,
Oh,
down
wow.
from 45.
I wish I had money. I would have bought it.
Steins Gate. I gotta get 3 episodes into this to understand it at least, and I'm fucking loving it right now. It's
so-
amazing.
Just wait, like it will really get its hooks into you. It's so damn good.
It is.
So
I'm
many
loving
twists
it
and
already.
turns. Yeah.
Karate Kid finally got the Blu-ray.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Paranorman.
Love Paranormal.
I love Paranorman. Such a good game.
Got the 4K of ET.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That was $11, so that was a good deal.
Oh, that's a really good deal.
Nice.
R.I.P.D. Love this movie.
Haven't seen it.
Able to do it. And this I just finished watching, and I fucking love it. It's been forever since I've seen it. Jack of all trades.
Okay.
And one final one, the pride and joy of my Prime Day pickups, the DC Universe collection.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so jealous. I wish I could
Nice.
do that. I wish I could afford Batman. So annoyed right now.
Very nice. Okay, I'm just eating my pizza here, folks, so I'll get to mine in just a moment here. Nom, nom, nom.
But you can always watch him eat his pizza silently.
That's entertainment. Everyone just stops talking.
I love the Child's Play films. I have one, two.
Things.
The best ones are 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. Don't ignore 2, 3. I mean, 3.
So they're all the best ones except for 3.
Yes. 100% worth watching. I'd watch any one of them except 3. I'd probably watch 3 one more time. I'll give it one more chance. Oh wait, I take it back. I gave it one more chance. Like earlier this year with my girlfriend. And never mind. I never want to watch it again. I'm good.
Alright.
Unless like there's a director's cut. Alright.
Duncan says the InSaNiTy 8080 is a clone of the Altair 8800. The switches on the front allow you to enter machine code into memory. Once you enter a bootloader, the machine can start loading operating systems, such as CPM, off floppy, if you want to load CPM on it. There you go.
Why it's called a terminal computer.
Scratch it back with a samurai sword?
Yes. Yes, I did.
That's so badass!
I'm just checking.
It's actually an IKEA shoe one.
Oh.
That's so slightly less badass.
I see it looks like a samurai sword to go whoop, and I'm like, what the fuck is Cass doing?
But it's perfect though because it's got like this sort of hook shape. So
It looks like it's
totally not high.
I didn't think you were stabbing
you
yourself.
got like a little nub on the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It works well.
It's super long for old people and people with disabilities, people who can't bend over. You know.
And me.
Well, I would say that someone being obese is a disability. Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It affects
Sure.
your ability. Yeah.
It changes your ability to be able, therefore it is a disability.
Yeah.
And
I'm
not,
unable to do certain things.
not everyone chooses to be fat. All right, so let's just that.
Butt scratcher.
I just ate a pizza, so it's largely my choice.
You got a butt scratcher here.
Back scratcher.
I
Back
use
scratcher.
a ruler as the back scratcher.
I
There you
used
go.
a ruler before as well. I don't know why I'm pointing at it
That
now,
works.
but I've
Somewhere
used
I
a
have
ruler
an
before.
actual bamboo back scratcher.
You know, if it gets the itch, then it is a, properly functioning back scratching device.
Now let's stop talking about it because it keeps making my back itch.
You feeling a
It's
little
like,
itchy
you ever
there?
have it where it's like just a single little bead of sweat slowly dripping down your skin, but you're not 100% sure. Is it a bead of sweat or is
Yeah, we're
something
looking at it.
crawling on me? Because both things feel very similar.
Hate you all.
The troll is strong in this one. Whoa.
Wow. Calm down over there.
What?
That's why I wanted me to keep using it, so I'd clumsify it.
Hey, at least you're not as clumsy as your brother.
This is cheddar chipotle dip.
I'm watching random
Chipotle.
out of context Ghost in
Yeah.
the Shell clips, and they're
Makes me like
fucking
a cheese
hilarious.
dip. Spicy cheese dip. Alright. Just gonna wash my hands and I'll show you all of the not movies I got.
Yay! Not movies. My favorite. I prefer the movies that aren't movies.
Here, Stoud. In the general chat, I'm posting a not general. Oh well, I'll post it in general. In general,
No, that. Oh.
Holy crap! It's been almost 2 hours already.
it's
I blame Garbage Gamer.
usually it's Stoud's fault.
Okay, so what I got this week is books without pictures. It's like actual books, like novels, with just words in them. Maybe you've heard of these things. I don't, I didn't know they existed, but apparently everything is not a comic book. All right, so basically I went to the used bookstores in town. So I was downtown recently, and I think grand total, all of this cost me maybe $20 for all these books. Actually, no, a little bit more because one of them is an Amazon purchase. But anyway, so this represents a couple of trips downtown over the past couple months. And so first up, I got Hell, a cyberpunk thriller, which is the novelization of the CD-ROM game.
Yeah, that I own.
I also own. I own it on the 3DO.
That I never had a computer slow enough to play it.
Oh. It's got a great story, but I think the animation and stuff was dated at the time when it came out.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
It's well, because I talk about this in my update video, but the way the animation was done was so they could cram everything onto a single CD-ROM. Like, it's a really long story with just tons and tons and tons of dialogue. But the way they would fit more animation on for the scenes is they would just have animation loops. So it's like the characters just kind of go through these looped actions, and they don't worry about lip sync at all. And and yeah, it's more about the dialogue than anything else. But yeah, I always actually really liked the story, but I just never got around to finishing the game. So anyway, apparently there's a novel, and I did not know about that. And then next up, this is a pretty cool find, actually, because to find these original editions is pretty rare these days. They tend to go for a pretty penny a lot of the time. I got Battletech, the Sword and the Dagger. So this is one of the original Battletech books from, I think it was from 1987, long before they changed the name to MechWarrior, and stuff like this. This is one of, like, the first Battletech books that came out.
There's a question I have for you.
Doesn't even list any other books in here. That's how early in the world of Battletech this was. Sorry, what their garbage game?
I was going to say, there's a question for you. Which name do you prefer, Battletech or MechWarrior?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're both cool.
They are both cool. I actually liked both. I mentioned this in my update video. I really would like to see the Battletech cartoon get a DVD release, please.
They were generally two different kinds of games, too. MechWarrior was the first person, and Battletech was the more strategic one. Generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's a question like, which one do you like?
I want that new Battletech game. That's what I want.
Yeah.
You know,
it uses that game system from the Shadowrun Returns game, which I really like.
That's like that's like asking which one do you like more, Macross or Robotech?
Yeah.
So
Well,
that it really comes down to personal preference. It's like which one sounds cooler to
I
you.
like Robotech. This is what I grew up with.
Slightly different
for
take
me-
on the same thing. Yeah.
For me, when I say the word, I think MechWarrior just kind of has more of a to it.
Yeah. I probably, you know, kind of like what Skinslip just said with Robotech, I probably lean towards Battletech because it's what I grew up with and what I'm more familiar with. So it's just a matter of familiarity. I was confused, actually, when they changed it to MechWarrior because at the time I didn't know that it was the same thing. I'm like, what the hell? This looks like a Battletech ripoff. It's like, well, actually, it is Battletech. Oh,
It is
okay. So next up, this was a really cool find. These are actually pretty hard to... Well, they're not impossible to find, but you don't tend to see them out in the wild very often. There hasn't been a recent printing of them. There hasn't been a printing of these for quite some time. We got book 5 of E.E. Doc Smith's Lensman series. This is second...
They're really not easy to find at all.
Second stage Lensman.
I never found one in a while. Not once.
So this is book 5. And then we have book 6 of the Lensman series, Children of the Lens. And this was the final book in the original cycle of 6. There have been other Lensman books that have come out since then. There was one more written by E.E. Doc Smith, which he did a few years later. I forget what it was called, Warriors of the Lens or something. Anyway. And then there's been a few over the years written by other people. There was an anime movie, which is quite popular. But
is that being adapted to the big screen? Because I heard a rumor about that.
Oh, possibly. I haven't heard anything, but
been development hell for decades, so.
Oh, okay, maybe
I'll
that's.
expect it anytime soon.
Okay. All right.
It's one of those in battle titles.
So then.
By the way, I've looked high and low, and I've never seen a Lensman book in the wild. Period.
Oh.
The originals or reprints, they're just really hard to find. No.
I see.
It's interesting. Lucky, sir.
Okay. So next up, the main reason I went to the used bookstores is to seek out more Doctor Who books, because as you know, I'm trying to get a complete set of the novelizations of the classic series, all the ones that they did anyway. So in addition to finding a few more of the novelizations, sadly they seem to be kind of few and far between out here, but I grab what I can when I can. There's some other books that they have, some other Doctor Who books that they have as well. So, for example, there was this one, Doctor Who, The Terrestrial Index, by Jean-Marc Lofficier. He's the same author who did the Doctor Who program guide, which I also have. And this is the second in a trilogy of reference books that he did. The third one is the Universal Databank, which I still need to get. But the cool thing about the Terrestrial Index is this is basically the history of Earth according to Doctor Who. So it's all of the stories up to that point, I think even including the New Adventures books or something, radio plays, or I can't remember. It incorporates more than just the TV show anyway. But it's basically a chronological history of Earth according to the lore of Doctor Who. And
I would love to grab one of those.
It's awesome. Pretty cool. It's an interesting companion piece to another one I have, which is called A History of the Universe, which is basically the history of the universe according to Doctor Who, and it's all chronological as well. Yeah. And it's pretty cool stuff. I like things like that. Because of course the way you see them in the show is it's all out of order. It's just where they happen to land that week. But so this puts everything in chronological order in the history of Earth, which is pretty cool. And the next up, I got one of the Doctor Who Missing Adventures published by Virgin. We have Downtime, which is the novelization of what was originally a fan film starring some former Doctor Who actors reprising their characters from the show. It's actually a sequel to the Yeti stories, The Abominable Snowman and the Web of Fear. Features a lot of the same actors from those stories in it, which is pretty cool. And since then, Downtime has actually had an official DVD release and is now considered canon to the series, which is pretty cool. So this is the novelization written by Mark Platt, who's written some really good Doctor Who stories in the past. And then one thing one of the used bookstores here does have is a whole bunch of the Virgin publishing New Adventures of Doctor Who and a bunch of the Missing Adventures, plus a bunch of the ones that the BBC did after Virgin didn't get the license renewed. So I picked up this one from the New Adventures. This features the 7th Doctor, Blood Harvest by Terrence Dicks, and this basically is kind of a revisiting of the vampires from State of Decay.
Oh, that's cool.
And I always really liked State of Decay, so I was like, oh yeah, there's books about them. I should see if they have them. And sure enough, they did. So they got Blood Harvest, and then that's a new adventure, leads directly into the first of the Missing Adventures, which features the 5th Doctor and Nyssa.
I have a question.
Goth Opera.
So, I have a question, though.
What?
Is that logo from the 90s?
What?
The one before, the previous one.
It's from the 80s.
The one with the vampires or whatever?
Yes, the late 80s. Okay. Yeah.
Because, man, that looks like just early 3D work.
That is exactly what it is.
Okay. I mean, it's this little small square, but I spotted that shit.
You will, yeah, it'll make sense when you actually see it. But, yeah, so anyway, so it leads into this it's interesting because it's a 7th Doctor story that leads into a 5th Doctor story, which kicked off their Missing Adventures line. Now, the Missing Adventures books basically were, it wasn't that they were missing. It was basically stories set in between the televised stories. So this one, for example, takes place in between Snake Dance and Modern Undead. So it just kind of slots in between the two there, which is pretty cool. So that's the first I've got of the Missing Adventures and the New Adventures. I'm probably going to grab some more because I've got a ton of them over at the used bookstore. So, yeah, so pretty cool. So next up, picked up a few novelizations here. We've got Logopolis, which is actually one of the ones the boys and I just watched recently. Which is, the fourth Doctor's swan song. Very sad moment for us all.
Good episode.
And then I picked up Castrovalva, which is the one that immediately follows Logopolis, and is the fifth,
Castrovalva.
The 5th castrated Volvo. And I didn't realize until I got it home I already have this one. So this my duplicate is going to be going into the giveaway pile. And then, actually, long before Virgin did it, Target also did a series of missing adventures, and this was one of them, The Nightmare Fair. Now, in this case, the missing adventures were adapted from scripts that had been written for the Sixth Doctor, what would have been his second full season, but the show went on hiatus, and those scripts ended up never being produced, so they were just kind of shelved. But the scripts were fully written. They were ready to go. They had a whole bunch of them for that season. So rather than just let them fall by the wayside, Target decided to, got the rights to them and did novelizations of them, which is pretty cool. And this, interesting to note, this is written by Graham Williams, who was actually the producer for a couple of Tom Baker's later seasons. So even though this is a Colin Baker story, but very cool. So there's only, I think, 2 or 3 of these published, but and then further to that, Big Finish has actually done fully dramatized adaptations of these starring Colin Baker. So in the end, Colin Baker did end up doing these stories in some form. And finally, last but most certainly not least, this one was quite a find. I had an alert for this because this is one of the more expensive ones to get. And I got it. Normally it goes for like between 30 and 50 bucks. I had an alert saying, let me know if it goes below 20. So I had an alert emailed to me. This is on for $6 right now. I'm like, I'm going right now. So I went immediately, bought it. This shipping cost me more than the book because it was, I guess, shipped from the UK. We have The Evil of the Daleks novelization. This was one of the later novelizations, Second Doctor story, and quite a good one too. This is actually this, I think, was one of the last novelizations they did. Was this even Target or was this Virgin? I think this was. No, it's Target. Yeah, no, it's Virgin actually. Yeah, it's Virgin Publishing picked it up when I guess when they got the Doctor Who license and finished off the novelizations with there's Evil of the Daleks and Power of the Daleks. That's the other expensive one. And yeah. So anyway, there's only a few of the Doctor Who novelizations that are super expensive. That was one of them. So one down, a few left to go. And then the rest of them are, fairly cheap, like $5 or less.
Sean, is there a list of all the Doctor Who novels that I can peruse?
Probably. I think if you, I don't know if there's sort of a master. There's got to be a master list. No, I'm sure there is. If you go to, I think the TARDIS wiki, they might have a master list of them there.
Okay.
I know they do. I seem to recall there's also sites that are just dedicated to the Target books as well. Like, there's quite a lot of resources out there. You just kind of got to Google a little bit. But,
all right.
I'm pretty sure. Because I do recall when I was looking for cover pictures to use in my story-by-story reviews, I found some pretty extensive sites online about the books. So not only would they show which ones were adapted, but they would also show the covers for all the different editions, because some of them have had quite a few different editions over the years. But that's actually one of the reasons Evil of the Daleks is expensive. It only ever had one printing, whereas most of the Target line had multiple printings, so they're not terribly valuable. But the later ones, like towards the mid to late 80s, generally only had one printing. And that is it. I got books, and lots of them. Read till your eyeballs fall out.
Who reads anymore?
I do.
Good. Reading is good.
I'm currently rereading the Back to the Future novel.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't actually have the novel of that. I do have a lot of novelizations of other movies, though. I like those. Especially since I find in a lot of the times in the novelizations, there'll be stuff that isn't in the movie.
Yep. That is the case with the Back to the Future novel.
Cool. I might have to check that out. Great Red Shark is asking if games after. Possibly. My jaw's hurting a little bit from the headphones, so we'll see. I might just.
You gotta get back to Star Trek Online.
Take a little break. Actually, yeah, it's not a bad idea. I could stand to chillax with some Trek.
It's a Saturday. It's most few games, so it's like. All now make sounds and make fun of you during it.
Oh God. Well, that's only if I go through OBS.
You just put your capture card. Of course you're going to.
I suppose I could.
It'd be silly not to. You just bragged that you got the damn thing ready, so use it.
Well, that's true. I suppose I
What, you
could.
want me to put it through its paces now? Come on.
I guess Star Trek could be a nice, relaxing way to test it out.
Yep.
Relax.
And be annoyed by everybody. Red alert! Red alert! Air horn!
Great.
That's too much alerting. Tone it down. Hey, listen.
You get really annoyed at one death and go and just change the length to 1 minute. Global.
Captain, we're being hailed. Hey, listen.
Captain, we're being hailed. Air horn.
Thanks, Kralatin. Almost forgot. Boom. Did it boom? I don't think it boomed.
It did.
Did it boom? Okay. Ow!
Don't do that.
These headphones are like have great sound, but they're kind of tight on my head. Like hurting my jaw.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Should have bought better headphones.
Hey.
Well,
Should have bought better headphones.
I would have, but I didn't want to spend $300. Thanks, yeah. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah,
Cutting off the circulation to your brain.
I was looking. It's because I was looking for wired headphones, and they only had wireless for everything. And it was pissing me off. So there was very limited selection for wired, and none of them were the big cans that I like.
Well, as soon as things get settled down, you can
Cans.
buy some good ones off Amazon.
Yeah.
I'll suffer for a few months. You're all right.
Yeah.
Just keep telling yourself it's not forever.
It's not forever. It's not forever.
It's not forever.
There's no place like home.
Diamonds are forever.
Ugh.
Nope, he's gone insane.
I guess I should drink more.
Maybe just get your shit set up before you get too more drunk.
Just to numb the pain of the headphones.
At least make it so you don't even think about it. Yeah.
I think it's all set up, actually. I just need to, do stuff.
Well, do it.
So
I believe in you. You can do the thing.
I believe in you.
Just do it.
Listen to Shia. He knows.
Shia is very wise in
He's wiser.
the doing of it.
Shia is wise.
Justly.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
No. What should I have on my crumpets this morning? Asks Duncan Large. Marmite? Or cheese? Or both?
Blue.
Big, clearly.
Here's what you do, Marmite. Go to the cabinet, take it out of the cabinet, walk to the trash can, drop it right the fuck in.
What do you think, Gromit? Should I have some cheese?
Well, my favorite thing to have on what we call English muffins here in the U.S., which is basically crumpets, is actually I like to butter them up and then put some grape jelly on it.
Oh, get the jelly in all the little holes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Ooh, I want jelly and
Crumpets, crumpets are a little different than English muffins.
It's kind
of
but it's
like with
basically
crumpets,
it's similar.
Like, see, with like English muffins, you got to cut them in half, and then you have the little holes and stuff inside. But with crumpets, it's got the holes there, like already.
Yeah.
Your face is a crumpet.
Shove it up your crumpet.
I think it's not a crumhorn.
Crumhorn with you. Would you like a crumhorn with your crumpet?
Raspberry jam.
Okay.
Well, you have your answer.
Look, and no one's like, if you can go back in time to kill Hitler, would you? Like, no. I'd go back and kill the motherfucker who invented the crumhorn. Fuck that guy.
If I could turn back time,
I'd shoot the guy with the crumhorn invention.
There you go.
I won't do any time because I was
Thanks,
sharing.
JL.
Traveling.
that's actually perfully timed. Yes.
Excellent.
If only that was the fail crumhorn.
Oh my god, you're gonna find the crumhorn, not you. Find it out there. The fail. I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
I don't think like enough people are aware of the crumhorn, so
They haven't had their lives ruined.
there's a distinct lack of crumhorn related soundboard options out there.
You say it like it's a bad thing. I mean, really, it's a good thing, right? I mean,
You can actually find some crumhorn videos.
I'm sure you can.
Somebody with a crumhorn. Oh my god, the crumhorn's just a fucking broken piece of cane. It's just a cane. It's just a fucking cane that he blows to the bottom of. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I figured it had to be something small and awkward.
It looks ugly,
to
too.
make that-
It's really bad dildo.
And it sounds ugly. It sounds like a kazoo that's being castrated.
It's stupid. Stupid looking. Somebody with a crumhorn, give me a fail crumhorn sound, please. That's it.
For all you crumhorn enthusiasts out there,
The necessity is
record
like,
some crumhorn. Record some crumhorn sounds for us.
oh, the crumhorn. That's my favorite. I love the crumhorn.
Wow, this has just gotten worse and worse.
Oh,
oh boy.
I was thinking crumhorn.
Thanks, white man Hotcha.
I was thinking, how are we going to
Oh.
at the end of the sentence and the word crumhorn came out?
Oh my god.
Oh, beautiful.
Thanks, JL. Holy moly.
there's something about the crumhorn, though, that it's just offensive to the ears. I mean,
There's something
you
about
hear
Mary.
it,
There's something about the crumhorn. A
Oh,
Ben
hear
Stiller
it, and
film.
it just immediately makes you feel like sick. It makes you cringe a little bit.
makes
You
my
know?
bowels tremble.
Uh,
I think the brown note is done on a crumhorn.
so Duncan is saying, are we going to have any more Blue Coal sponsored adventures, Zarin Isaac? What were they called again? The Blue Coal guy. Blue Coal knows. The Blue Coal knows. Major Motoko says, how about Endless the Shadow radio plays after SNI?
The Shadow knows.
Well, I have about 230 episodes of The Shadows, so I could accommodate you there for a nice long time.
Glad I could give you joy.
All right. Have a good night, Patrick. Enjoy your dump and have a lovely sleep.
I especially love giving people joy with my cum horn.
Just do
I
it!
actually posted
Make your
a
dreams
video
come true!
of crumhorn music.
Our Crumhorn
Yeah.
dreams.
That's the one I was looking at when I said cum horn.
Thanks, JL.
Oh god.
You should play it for the people, Sean. Assault their ears.
Play it for the people. I don't have any of my... Like,
Oh.
I have the Well, I have the Doctor Who soundtrack
You
for
don't
that
have
episode.
Discord open? I posted the video in Discord.
Elsewhere. Oh, you posted the video? Okay, hold on.
It's just a little music. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
40 seconds. You don't have to play the whole thing.
Okay. Well, here's what a crumhorn looks like. Looks like an old man's cane that got snapped off.
Beautiful.
Here, let's give this a listen.
It's a broken cane.
Here. This doesn't sound as... That... Thanks, JL. Now, see, that didn't sound as bad, because those were, like, alto crumhorns. The one that they used in that Doctor Who episode was, like, the highest pitched... it sounded like a kazoo. It's like, it's supposed to be this menacing scene with the Silurians coming in, and like it just totally took all of the tension out of that moment. Like it should have been very scary and tense.
Scream like why?
So
God,
it's like, oh look, is that one of the aliens? And then suddenly.
We were watching this on Beatles, so I just hear Sean going or Jonathan going, oh, and I'm like, no, I know they're coming. Because we're never in sync with that damn thing.
And the thing that was like the thing that made it so irritating, and fans have been kind of divisive on this for a long time. I don't know how any sane fans can like that score, but it was the fact that it was a really good story with some really interesting aliens, and like there was a lot of really cool stuff going on, but the frickin' score is just so intolerable.
Yes.
I would love to have that story rescored.
Yes, please. Or just no score. Fuck, I don't
Insanely.
care. Anything. Anything.
Like, like fucking. What's his
I think
face?
I'll take pre-recorded like factory music, just anything with the crumhorn.
Or like like how about all the wonderful music that Dudley Simpson did throughout all of Tom Baker's run, like all of it, and actually a good chunk of John Pertwee's run as well. He had just a little chamber orchestra that he would use, and it was great. It was dramatic, and it did not sound dated at all because it was classical instruments, and it's great. But I guess he didn't come in until the next season. Probably because of that crumhorn guy. It's like, wow, we got to get somebody else in here to do the music. Is Dudley doing anything? His stuff's pretty good.
Literally, it could be library music. I don't give a fuck. Just get the crumhorn out of here.
They did. Actually, during the 60s, they used a lot of library music. But they used good library music.
It's not like fucking crumhorns. You're like, oh, why?
Oh, well. What's a great
Crumhorn
movie?
makes my fucking hemorrhoids.
Thank you, JL. JL is loving that soundboard, and he's holding fast to first place in the bits because of it.
Gotta get that damn thing in there so I can use that. Thank you so much.
I'm glad that it actually counts towards your total, too. That's good.
It does. Yeah, I mean, it's bits. So bits is bits. I don't know that it shows up on my dashboard right away. It didn't seem to be. I don't think it was.
Still can't find out how much I've actually made in bits. There's no fucking page for it. I can discern.
Really? You go to your dashboard and then you go to channel.
Can you just like go to the page, shoot me a fucking link, and I can just open up mine on my
figure it out.
My account, you know?
Actually, I can't because well, actually no, maybe I can. I just put your username in. Hold on. Channel. Yeah. It's channel analytics. Hold on a second.
gotta step away for a minute. So.
Dashboard.
Here, hold on. I'll see if this works. I'm gonna send it to you on the cram here,
Yes, please.
or not on the cram, in the PM.
But I gotta run.
There. Try that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Alright. Bye, everybody.
See ya!
Bye.
So I think that's probably it for SNI anyway, because we've gone for like...
It's over 9,000!
Yes, it's been over 9,000 minutes that we've been doing it, so I think it...
Perfect.
That was perfect timing, actually. So I think we're gonna call it a night here, but I will come back on in a little bit and we'll play some games. So maybe some Star Trek, and I'll test out the new OBS thing here, and I'll incorporate the soundboard so you can annoy me while I'm trying to be all diplomatic and not screw up first contact situations.
Yay.
Alrighty. So have yourselves a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and those of you who are sticking around, we'll see you in a bit, and those of you who aren't, we'll see you next week. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Penis.